Ma? Ma? If you can hear me, say... Boo! Am I gonna sneeze? Nope. Nope. False alarm. Where's my browser doing this? Are? Hi guys, okay. My voice sounds whack because I just had tom yum noodles. So spicy. But welcome! My name is Aozora Kurumi and I'm from Project Kavvaii. You can call me Kurumi. I'm the Greek god Hermes' apprentice. If you don't know who Hermes is, feel free to Google. Just make sure you type in Greek god Hermes. Today is ASMR day. But we may or may not do ASMR. I know, I was going to sneeze. It's like not letting me. What do I feel gassy? We may or may not do ASMR. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay. There's a mosquito in my room. Ah, get away! That's the true horror. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. It flew away. ASMR. Amiru Shami makan ramen. Yes. Yes. Okay, guys. So, the submissions are still open. The form will always be open. So feel free to send in all of your horror stories. Keep sending them in. It's pinned in the chat, the link where you can submit the stories, or in the description box. Just scroll down. It is down there in the description box. Yes. So if you guys still have any spooky stories, feel free to send them in right now because we only have 35 stories. We only have 35 stories. Yes, if we noom past them, that means today's stream's gonna be very fast. Let's see. My nose. Thank you, welcome. We have some new people here. Okay, if you want to submit, you can only submit it in English because ain't nobody got time for me to Google Translate our thing. So you can Google Translate and post it instead. Okay, let me get my form up. We have 35 responses. Evening campers, welcome to our horror storytelling stream. Get ready to get spooked. Okay, tell me if this is too loud. Is this too loud? Or is it too soft? Also, is the BGM too soft? Not me moving everything to OBS and then going, what is the... Make it louder. Clickety clackety clack. Okay. Okay, I think everything is set. Tell me if the BGM is too loud, because I have two and maybe one is louder than the other. BGM can go softer a tiny bit. How about now? Can't stay long today. Thank you. Wait. Good luck. Have fun, guys. Thank you. Tok Agur. It's okay. We have VODs. So it's okay, you guys don't have to be like, I can't attend this stream, I'm so sad. It's okay. Okay. How about this one? Let's just test this one. I wanted to look for more spooky ones, but the ones I found were like, eh. So I think maybe on like some weekends that I'm free, I'll like dig deep into the scary, spooky sound effects and background music. Okay. Okay. Shall we begin? Spooky stories. Keep sending them in. And if anybody asks in chat if the form is still open, please tell them that it is, and it always will be open. Always. Till the end of time. Plant vs. Zombie, that's what a lot of people told me. Okay. And okay. We have 35 responses. 35 responses. Okay, let me bring up the chat box. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Oh, new chat go new. New. Whoa, chat go new. Whoa. Okay, stop. Okay, you guys can see? Can see? Brr, chat. Okay. Shall we begin with our first story? It's from Andy. First story is from Andy. Title of story: Hello everyone. Hello everyone. It's me again. I see you all quite enjoy the story of Sleep Early. That it's making me so happy because following the boy to his house was so hard, but I finally caught up to him. It's quite rude that his friends take a photo of me when he got off the bus. So I peek on him every night. I quite enjoy the face he makes sometimes. I even saw that he told you about me. Right now, I'm using his device to tell you that I'm gonna come for you next. I wonder if you will all give me the best facial expressions. And I also wonder, will you survive the encounters with me and my friends? We love a good chase. This is spooky. Yeah, why has nobody written the story like kind of like a continuous like this, but like from the ghost's POV? Bro. Well, kakate koya, kusara. Not me challenging. Oh, bruh. I mean, just kidding. Just kidding. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. This was spooky. You wrote this yourself, Andy? This is amazing. Thank you. See, I don't know if I would run. So I can't promise you a good chase. You wrote this yourself. But I can imagine other people doing the same. Spoopy. Thank you for sending this in. What? Next we have Warehouse Rat. Title of story. Who the heck? Oh, sorry, I skipped a little bit. Alright, for real this time. This moment really rattled me bones when I was a wee lad. So sit down and listen up. I was 14 at the time. My friend had genius idea of doing a camping trip in his hometown during the school holidays. After a 3 to 4 hour journey, we finally arrived at this traditional wooden house right beside a paddy field. We say hello to his grandparents, hung out, had a tour around the area, and finally got to work setting up camp just behind the house where there's a lake. 4 people. 2 tents. Everything looked good. Midnight and we were all asleep. I woke up needing to use the bathroom, which is outdoors as well. I came back to my tent. Very groggy and away from our sight, someone was standing near the driveway to the house, facing away. A bright lamp was illuminating the driveway, and there was no mistaking it. I recognized that t-shirt, shorts, and build anywhere. It was one of my mates. What the heck is he doing out here, I thought. I was about to call up to him. Not too loud though, didn't want to wake the others, when suddenly the other tent opened up, and the same guy pops out his head. His eyes half closed and in his drowsiness asked, "What's wrong? Can't sleep?" If he's here and was already sleeping, then who the heck was I gonna call out to? I started sweating and I had chills all over me. I looked again and the stranger was already gone. I told them about the whole thing the next morning over breakfast. One of them said it's just some guy having a night walk. Another said it was a spirit and it was a good thing I didn't call to whatever it was out there. In the end, we had to drop it because the other friend wasn't really good with scary stuff. Till now, I get spooked thinking back about the whole thing, whether it was just some random guy or spirit. It doesn't stop my passion in horror! Thanks for reading. Remember, don't just call out to some random guy or ghost at midnight. You'll make a fool out of yourself. Here's the thing. When you see things that are off-putting, you're not supposed to interact with it. That's the thing. Because you don't really want them to know that you can see them. Or that you... How to say... Is my chat dead? I think my chat is dead. What is up with my browser? Where'd my chat box go? My chat got cut in half. Oh no, I think the ghost from earlier is coming for me. Okay, we back. But you're not supposed to call out to them. Yeah. The thing is, usually it's like this. You walk around the streets, right? And you're just minding your business. Usually people don't notice you, but when suddenly somebody says, hey, you're just like, hello? You notice me? You wanna talk? It's just like, bro, no. Chat, are you French? It's very spooky. This is a true story, right? Freakiest thing I've ever seen. That's scary. It's scary when they can take a form of someone you know or someone you recognize. I think that's very scary. It's like, how? Sorcery. You know what I mean? Your mama French. Watch it hunt you. Good morning, Kevin. But this is very spooky. So he said that he's never. So the friend who was the one who was like being impersonated, I guess. The imposter, the friend who had an imposter. They grew up in this house, right? Because this place is behind their house. Did they ever say that something ever happened to them like this or no? Probably those Hanturaya things, but whatever, it's just distant memory now. You're one years old. Impasta. Thank you for sending this. That's very scary. And of all people, why that friend? That's spooky. That is so spooky. Yeah. Thank you for sending this in. Next story. Burger King foot lettuce. First thing they've heard of this, claim the grandparents. First time I see. Yeah. Bruh. That's spoopy right there. My browser's slow for some reason. Let me refresh it. Flickery flick. Okay. Let me post this here real quick in case somebody wants to send it in. You know what I noticed? Opening so many forms after nearly 1 year of streaming. I feel like these forms, you can really see how a person would do or did do or are doing in school. It's like this. You give them a topic or a title, right? Like horror storytelling. And then you can see how off topic they can go. Kind of like just... I mean, I deleted a few that were ridiculous because I had to brush through them to see if there were too many trolls. I mean, especially after yesterday, you know, there were a few bad eggs in the chat while I was promoting this link, and sure enough, they sent in theirs, which I deleted. And it was just like, I can see why. I can see that these people probably fail school. Why am I roasting people? It's just like hand picture stream, and then they send in photo of something else, or I don't know, like horror storytelling stream, and then they send in like memes or something. It's just like, did you read? Did you fail school? I guess this is just something nobody talks about when they open these forms. It just makes me wonder. I'm like, if I was your teacher, I'd have a stroke. Hi, Sir Weedbread. I'm not toxic. I'm just, you know, makes me wonder. Yeah. Just one of the things that popped up in my head, I guess. But yeah. Otherwise, I would say like maybe 99% of the entries were like not weird. I didn't read in specific, like I didn't read every single detail. I would just brush through it just to see if there's like trolls and stuff. Because some people send in some yabe things, and it's just like, why? You're just wasting your time. It will not ever make it to the stream. And even if it does, like, brr, people are so desensitized. But yeah, that's just my little tangent there. Don't mind me. Okay. Am I not flickering no more? Here now I'm flickering. Are? Are? I would like to take this chance to introduce you guys to a very spooky movie. It's a Korean movie. I wouldn't say it's new, but it's definitely scary. Hi Urkus, thank you for 6 ringgit super chat. Sorry. It's called Gonjiam. Let me see if I can find a... You guys can do a watch along with it on your own. I watched it 3 times. Gonjiam, yeah, Gonjiam was so good. Here you go. I don't want to Google it. Fuck. What? Yes. This is what it looks like. That's the poster. It's really good. You guys should go and watch it for sure. Gonjiam. Gonjiam. It gives you so much chills throughout the movie. And at first it starts very lighthearted and you just chillin'. But yeah. 안녕하세요, 다란님. Mental hospital ghost. Yeah, it's based on well, this is not canon. I guess they just based it off a really old abandoned mental asylum in Korea. But bruh, this was a really well made movie. You should go check it out. Kurumi Seiso just said the F word. Did I? Not me cussing like a sailor. Horror movie tier list when? I forgot movies after I watched them. I don't remember like 99.8% of the movies that I've watched. But this one was really spooky. It was almost unforgettable. It's a movie, yeah. Gonjiam. You should go check it out. So scary. Here, I'll type it out for you real quick so you guys can have a look. I think something's wrong with the PC actually. I'm having problems with Windows. Gonjiam. Here. This is the movie title. Let me know after you watched it, like what are your thoughts? Because I'm really curious. So far, the people who has watched this movie that I've recommended it to, they all really liked it. They all thought it was amazing. Yeah. Capitalism, oh no. But yeah. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. There was not a single person who was like, trash movie. No, everybody was like, it's great. So, check it out, let me know. It surely is going to be amazing. Watched it with friends, yes. Oh my gosh, till the very end, it was so spooky. And you know, watch it alone or watch it with friends. It's so good, yes. Everyone is having problems with Windows, god dang it. I can give you a little bit about a premise. So a bunch of young adults, I would say. Let's just say that there's this guy who's a YouTuber and streamer. He wanted to conduct a ghost hunt, let's just say. He wanted to do a seance in this haunted asylum. And at that point, it was just rumored to be haunted, but it's not. Nobody has found out for it to be true. So he said, why don't I invite a bunch of people to go in there with me with head cams? So they would wear like a camera on their head with the POV of their face. So you can see their face in the camera. And then there are people that are going to be holding a camera looking at what they're seeing as well. And they said that they were going to live stream it and split the profit. So people were donating and stuff, right? And they said that, you know, if we hit 1 million, then we're gonna earn so much money from AdSense and stuff. Yes, so it is very relatable, I guess, to in this day and age, and rather modern, I would say. So yeah, it's like something that you can see some YouTubers do. Like you can probably go on YouTube and see people go into these old buildings, these abandoned buildings, something like that. Yeah, it is so spooky. Yeah. Fancy, yeah. Watch for shrimp. Fancy stream it. Fancy stream it. Do it legally. But it's very, very spooky because you got to see the whole journey of them making it to the place and just, you know, to the very, very end. And they also featured how the live chat were reacting and basically the live stream page, which is interesting because usually a movie like this is only about the streamers, but then you got to see a little bit of what the chat was saying and how they reacted and stuff like that. It was very good. Yeah, so you guys can go check it out. Ghost Adventure. It's more like a like they wanted to just cost something just for viewership, you know, like content. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. A movie about zombies. There's not much movies. Honestly, this one is not just like cringy or anything. It was really, really, really well made. The production, the editing. Do you guys watch Korean movies dub or sub? Sub always. I don't watch Korean movies with subtitles anymore. But even with Japanese stuff, always sub. That's how you learn the language. It's like those TV shows where you go to haunted buildings. Yes, except these are like, this is like a millennial thing. Millennials going into these buildings and, you know, dropping slangs. Yeah, and just the way they talk is very relatable. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next story. You understand Korean? Yes, I speak Korean fluently. I feel like how you know you are winning at a language is when you realize you don't need subtitles no more. Then you're like, oh, I understood everything. Thank you, Paimon, for dropping by. Yeah, there were some really cute girls and guys in the movie, so you guys should just, you know, you guys should really go watch Gonjiam. Oh, spooky. And then tweet it to me, or let me know in the Discord server. What are your thoughts? Which part was your favorite? Or even in the comments here. Just come here in the comments and let me know. Yeah, maybe it'll make me want to watch it for like the 4th time. Not me watching a movie for 3 times and still going, oh, so good. 조금만. Is the movie suitable to watch it with your parents? Yes. 100%. Yes. Yeah. It is not yabit. It's not a yabit one. I have a Discord server, links in the description. You can scroll down and you will find it at the social media section. Can you speak Tagalog? Mahal na mahal kita. What else? I'm brain farting right now, but no, I can't. Yes. Okay, let's read our next story. Submitted by MIF. Title of story: Not My Memories. No, there's no romance in this movie. Yeah, so nothing awkward to be, worried about. Alright. When I was growing up, I always remember things that has not happened to me. A few nights before I was writing this, I had a dream. Well, it's more like a flashback really, mostly because I cannot move. I was running through a battlefield when I was shot. I was shot in my chest, and the bullet has punctured one of my lungs and suffocated me. I thought to myself, why am I not waking up? Then I collapsed into the ground and quote-unquote died. I have died in my dream, but I haven't yet woken up. I began to think, what is going on? When I woke up, or so I think, I woke up in a burning building strapped to a bed. Although it is a dream, everything felt so real. The feeling of my flesh burning, the screaming of children all around me. And this keep happening over and over and over again. The screaming, the screeching, the smell of burning human flesh while my body is slowly being cooked while I'm alive. I keep asking myself, why? What is this? What is happening to me? And so on until I finally woke up. Or am I? I ask myself over and over until this day. I feel like this thing happens to me a lot. I mean, I forget a lot of things. I think I forget things fairly quickly, and I forget things all the time. But sometimes, and you know how I'm like, if you watch my previous streams, you would know that I'm like a vivid, lucid dreamer. So my dreams feel really real. Welcome, Reid! And sometimes I mistake them for reality when they're actually not. Sometimes I think somebody said something to me or that something happened when it was in a dream. And sometimes I remember things that happened to me when it did not. And I may or may not have dreamt of it, I don't know. So I feel like this is something that I can relate to, that I always remember things that has never happened to me. And I'm just like, what is this? Is this what they call like the parallel universe thing where like, you know... Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Tagalog. But I would love to learn someday. Yeah. No, just not nightmares, just mundane stuff, just day-to-day stuff. And I often have dreams where I would wake up in my own room, or I would dream about myself just living a normal day, and then when I wake up I'm in my own room and I'm just like, I just know that in a few days I'm gonna think back to something and think that it happened to me when in truth it was in a dream. Yeah. Forgetting or remembering something can be scary. Yeah, it's just like, it's a daunting feeling when you talk to someone and be like, remember that day when you said blah blah blah, and they're just like, what? And then other people are like, what? And then you're like, yeah, remember that day when we were like hanging out and like blah blah blah. They're like, that never happened. And I was just like, what? Are you sure? Yeah. It's a scary feeling. No, deja vu is a bit different. Deja vu, you feel it. It's hard to explain deja vu, right? When it happens, you feel, I don't know, like your head pulses for a bit, and you're just like, oh, I'm getting, you know, these like feelings, this weird feeling, like, oh, I feel like I've been here before. It's trippy, but this is a bit different. This is just like, seriously? That never happened? And then you're just like questioning your whole existence. You're just like, huh? It sucks when I wake up, yeah. That's very spooky. Yeah. Worst dreams are dreams in malls. Why? Yeah. Deja vu is just like, whoa, I feel like I've been in this exact moment before, but I know that I have not. Or, yeah. And you're just like, whoa, it's like a bit trippy. Yeah. Deja vu's, though, that's a whole nother story. Deja vu is like, there's whole conspiracy theory behind it. Yeah. You feel like you experienced it before. When it comes to remembering things that never happened to me, I truly felt like it happened. And I just bring it up so casually. And I think all of my friends know that, know to tell me when something did not happen. Because it happens very often where I would say something and then think it actually happened when it didn't. But to me, like, I have the memory of it, but then I'm just like, it didn't happen. And I'm like, I must have dreamt of it. Yeah, maybe it was past life. I don't know if the past life was this modern, you know? I don't know if my past life, yeah, or maybe a parallel universe. It has to be in the same timeline because, you know, now we have this technology and all these things, right? I feel in the past life, maybe it was like long time ago where we didn't have technology yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you have an experience where you can control your dream like you want, but you never know that it's a dream? Oh, I can control my dream. I think that's one of the perks of being a lucid dreamer, but I know it's a dream, and that's why I can control. And that's the fun, because you know it's a dream, you're like, I want to fly, and you just pump enough adrenaline in your brain, and then you will end up flying. Yeah. Lima, hi! Currently sayang, gak apa-apa, it's okay. Here, let me give you a wrench. Lucid dream, yeah. Like, the dream is so vivid, and sometimes it takes a while to hit. Sometimes you're dreaming, and you don't realize that you're in a dream yet. And then something weird happens and you're just like, wait a minute. This is a dream. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, well, since this is a dream, you know, I have whipped out a wand out of nowhere in my dreams. I have thrown a couple of spells and flown a few times, knowing it's a dream. I think that's the beauty of lucid dreaming, but it's very scary when you dream of, I don't know, like supernatural stuff, because it feels like you're staring at them in the face and they're staring at you back and they're like, you know, haunting you, and you're just like, brr. Yeah. But I feel like my way of coping is to be angry. Like, I seem to break out of the dream easier when I make myself angry in my dream. Like, I would scream and yell at, I don't know, the ghosts or whatever, and just be like, leave me alone, and stuff like that, and then like, get out of here or something like that, and then it's easier to wake up. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's the adrenaline. Maybe alternate worlds where every choice you didn't make in reality are made here. That could be a theory, right? But this is like a whole conspiracy theory stream right there. Hello, welcome! I heard all sorts of scary things happening in lucid dreams. Yes. When you dream of falling, that is a very, very scary feeling. When you're falling from a very high place and you lucid dream, you feel like you're about to puke your heart out. Yeah. It's I don't know how to explain it. Maybe, I hope you guys would experience at least one of these dreams in your life. It's a whole new experience, but I don't wish for you to have it every day, because it's tired. You wake up feeling like you don't sleep at all. I think for me, I'd rather go to sleep and wake up without a dream because I feel like my mind was still working while I was still dreaming. And when I wake up, I'm like, I didn't sleep at all. So yeah. I once shout out of sudden in my sleep. I never knew I shouted, but my siblings told me, what did you shout? Just like a scream? I do, sort of fall from high place and it makes our heart racing. Yeah, it's so scary. I haven't sucked because mostly nightmares. Yes. I think I read it somewhere where everybody has dreams every night. It's just whether we remember it or not. But when you are a lucid dreamer and you remember most of your dreams, you wake up like, bruh, I didn't feel like I slept at all last night. Maybe I slept for like 2 hours. You know, that kind of feeling. So yeah, it's not, there's a good side and a downside to lucid dreaming. It's amazing when you dream of things you like, but when it comes to scary things, it's horrible. It feels like it actually is happening to you in reality because of how real it feels. Yeah. 助かる give it ass. But yeah, thank you for sending this in, MIF. I hope you don't have these dreams anymore. I mean, if you have recurring dreams, I mean, the best way to get out of it is to see a doctor, like see somebody and, you know, get where these things are coming from. We can control our dreams. Yes, we can. Actually forgot 50 or 90% of your dreams when you wake up. Give it ass about, yeah. Hi, welcome. I'm a light sleeper, but I'm a heavy dreamer. That is me. I'm a light sleeper. I don't know if I told you guys this before. Maybe I have, but I'll say it again just one last time. The reason why I have thalassophobia, why I'm so scared of deep waters, is because ever since I was young, I've had this recurring dream where I was in the middle of the ocean. By the way, this feels very, very real to me, okay? I was in the middle of the ocean. I'm almost at the surface, but I'm not so... but I need to work in order to get out of the water, like to come up and breathe, let's just say. And then I see this shark that is at least 3 times my size swimming directly towards me. And mind you, I know how to swim. I'm actually a very good swimmer. But I kept trying to look around for a place to grab onto, like a boat or something, or try to get out of the water. But there was nothing because it was in the middle of the ocean. Not even an island in sight. Nothing. Just me, the water, and the shark. And I kept swimming and swimming, and I can get out of it, and this shark just freaking opened its mouth while it was swimming at me, right at my face, towards me. And I always wake up before it hits, before the shark touches me. And I've been having that dream. I still have this dream, but it has evolved to the point where my brain decided that because I know that there's no place to run, so when I see the shark swimming at me, I just curl up into a ball, I close my eyes, and I hope for the best. Because there's nothing I can do, which is why I don't go into the water anymore. I can't play Subnautica, which everybody was like, can you play Subnautica? I'm like, I will have a panic attack. Thalassophobia is the fear of deep water. Like big bodies of water, not the bathtub, okay? It's more like a lake or the ocean, the sea. For me, I have a lot of anxiety knowing that it's not on like the ground where if you want to run, you can just pick up your feet and run. In the water, it's more like that is not that is not a person's playground. You can't just up and run to anywhere because it's just not your territory. Yeah, and you also don't know what is in the water because there are also all sorts of fishes and creatures in the water, especially the deep sea. So yeah, which is why I've thought of seeing somebody about it, but at the same time I'm not always in the water, so it doesn't like bother me. Like I don't go to the beach anymore. So it doesn't bother me, but if one day I have to go to the beach a lot or I have to go to the pool a lot, the pools are fine unless the bottom of the pool, the tiles are dark. If the pool's tiles are just light blue or whatever, I'm like, yeah, it's just pool. But if it goes darker, then when I'm swimming, I would feel like a panic attack is about to happen. Yeah. So I feel like dreams can really break a person's mind if you keep having them and you need to be in that situation where you are around it. So I would suggest go see somebody. Get some help. For me, I only get it once in a while now. I don't get it often, like the dream. So I'm like, yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah. Traumatic experience. Maybe I did. Yeah. Poseidon better not try anything. Okay, I poke him in the eye with his own trident. Yeah. That is true. In water, you use more energy rather than land. And also, it's like, it's not your territory, let's just say. Like, we easily escape things on land, but in water, we are struggling. If something's swimming at you, you are GG, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Y'all gotta read SCP -3000. Send it in. Hello, welcome. Yeah. So I still hesitate. Even if the water is clear, I still hesitate in going in because I know it's sure, even if the unknown is now being known, right? I can still see through the water. I know exactly what is in it. I still can't escape. If something's attacking me, I can't run. So yeah, that's a spooky thing. Hello, Violet Evergarden. Wangi. But yes, we have gone way off topic. It's just, I hope things get better for you, MIF. If this is a true story, of course. I'm water. I can shower. Okay, people be like, you scared of water? You don't shower? You don't take a bath? I do. It's different. Hiya. When you think of ocean as a whole, honestly, you hear people finding new things in the ocean every week and you're just like, bruh, we really don't know. We don't know what is in the water. Outside of space or under the sea? Under the sea. Excuse me. Because I'm not gonna go outer space. Exactly, Gaddafi, exactly. That is my dream. Maybe not as big as Megalodon, but it was a big shark for sure. Yeah. Like 30% explored, 30% of deep sea. Only 30%. Actually, maybe even lesser. Yeah, because there's still the deep waters that no humans can actually potentially get in yet, otherwise you die. Because of the pressure and stuff and science, question mark. Yeah. If you think about it, Earth is just a wet rock and we are bacteria. We are germs. Mini Lodon. difficult, we don't know, yeah. So it's scary. It's scary. Water is just scary. So be careful if you like to go scuba diving. Awesome, honey. You do you. Just please be careful. It's no man's battleground there. Okay, it's not a man's battleground. Okay, that is. Water is not our territory. Alright, let's read our next one. Thank you for sending more responses in. We waited more time. Okay. The next one. Also, do send in the SCP-3000. I mean, that one, even if the characters are way over, it's fine. Just send it in. We'll read it. Yeah. I'll pardon it this once if the character limit is over. Iris, thank you, Iris, for sending this in. Title of story: The Boy in the Fire Exit. Good evening, FBI. I'm so desensitized by FBI calling me grandma in everybody's chat. I'm just like, yes. Can I share the link? Oh, can you just submit it into the form? Is it too long? 12-year-old boy still missing. Oh no. Alright, let's read this. This happened way back when I was on 6th grade. It was 12 p.m. in the afternoon, the time of our lunch break. Before heading to the canteen, I decided to go to the comfort room. Now, near the entrance of the comfort room, there was the fire exit. Rumor has it that the fire exit was haunted by a spirit of a young boy who fell from the 3rd floor down to the ground when the school was still under construction. As I was heading near the comfort room, I saw a boy enter the female's room. I quickly followed him as I entered the room. There was no one there. Could it be the spirit of the boy? Or was it something else? Bonk him. Why is he going into the ladies' room? But it's scary though. Imagine you're just like trying to tell him, hey, sorry, this is the female's toilet. And you open the door and then just nobody there. Nothingness. And you're just like, brr. Hi, bye. Okay. Thank you for dropping by. Big eel that have supernatural power. I beg your pardon. It's pretty long. It's okay. Yeah. Just copy pasta it here. I don't mind it. Ghost police, hello, wee woo, hello. Catch the boy. Fell from the 3rd floor down to the ground. That's sad. That's very unfortunate. Is this a true story? If it is a true story, guys, please let me know, because it makes things 3 times scarier. Please let me know in the forum. But thank you for sending this in, Iris. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind lurkers. You can come and say hi and then call it a day. Alright, next story. Inori. The Beheaded Priest. Based on my own experience. Let's go! We love true stories. The Beheaded Priest. Oh, sorry. Okay. This was a story told by a senior pastor during summer camp in our church. According to him, when he and his brother were young, they always hang out with a relatively young Catholic pastor around his 30s. The priest was kind of well known around their town since he was the lead pastor in the church in their little town. One Tuesday morning, he and his brother went to buy pan de sal in a local bakery, not that far from their house, and the church maybe just a 15 to 20 minutes walk. On their way home near the church, they saw a familiar figure just standing in there, in the grassy forest near the church, just a few meters apart from them. Trying to see who the person is clearly, they approached the strange figure. Just a few feet from the strange figure, they recognized that it was their friend, the priest. but they noticed something strange. He or it looked like his head was missing. His brother, just right behind him, screamed the priest's name just to get his attention, maybe trying to confirm if that thing was their friend. Then the headless creature turned to them. His gut was right. The thing was their friend, but there's something wrong. His head was gone, where it was supposed to be. And the young priest was clutching his head in his arms, filled with tears, seemingly pleading for help. The brothers darted out of the area, terrified of what they saw, and ran to their home, trying to forget the horror that they saw, and his brother promised to never talk about it again. Several days have passed, and the people in the town wondered where the young priest went. The priest was missing for 4 days. Just after almost 1 day of searching, they found the body of the priest, beheaded, with gashes, maybe from an itak, just a few feet from the area in which the brothers saw the beheaded figure. The cause of death was jealousy caused by the priest's twin brother a few towns over. His brother was said to have been caught cheating with the wife of his gambling friend. His brother fled to the town, and he was being hunted by the husband of the wife he was cheating with. The guy went searching for a few towns over for the priest's twin brother, but he found the priest first. Not knowing he was his twin, he was only his twin. He killed the priest and beheaded him. That is very scary. This is probably in the Philippines, right? Pandesal is a Filipino bread, I think. Right? Yeah. Pandesal. I remember Pan told me that, I think. Pandan. What is a itak? What is a itak? Let me Google this. Oh, sorry. Itak. It's like a sword of some sort, like a kind of knife, like a Filipino knife. Hi, Prince. I hear a lot of spooky stories from the Philippines. Don't mess around. The Philippines have a lot of spooky stories. Oh, Prince. So he was beheaded. That is so sad. So the guy who his wife was cheating on with the priest's brother, he found the priest first, not knowing that he was actually the twin brother. So the priest got killed instead of his brother, just because they were twins. This is very unfortunate. Senior pastor doing summer camp. Why your senior pastor trying to scare y'all in church? They have their own supernatural anime series on Netflix. Xavier, hello. I know, Philippines, Thailand, Middle East ghost stories are on another level. I would like to hear more of them, honestly. I heard some spooky stories about the Spaniards in the Philippines, and they are just alarming. Rest in peace. Twin life sounds scary. I don't have a twin, so I wouldn't know, but if you have, please confirm. Give us a fact check. Some twins can sense things that their twins are going through. So there was like a movie about this twin where the twin was getting tortured or something, kidnapped and tortured, and the other twin could feel it. Not vividly, but like could sense that something was up or something like that, and would wake up from dreams of things that were happening to the other twin. But I don't know if this is true. So imagine the twin brother feeling the beheadedness. Yeah. Indonesian ghost story. I have not heard enough, I feel. So please let me know. I know there are a lot of freaky stories in Southeast Asia. Kurumi absorbed her twin in the womb. Confirmed? Not confirmed. Not confirmed. I would not be this weak and sick all the time if I had. I'm still weak and sick all the time. A human wireless connection, yeah. American Horror Stories are the weakest. Yeah. I mean, they have really spooky ones, but yeah. Actually, it's not scientifically proven, but yeah, you see, how? I don't think they can prove it, but it's just like a rabbit hole to go down. Like twin telepathy. Is that how you call it? Like twin vibes. Yeah. Basically a human Bluetooth, bro. Well, yes. It's a two-way Bluetooth. That's hilarious. Yeah, I might as well call it that, right? Twin, yeah. Intuition. Maybe in the next horror story stream I can share Indonesian horror story. You can send it in. You can send it in now. If I don't finish reading all of the responses today, I will leave them for the next one. Yeah. So this form is never closed. I always have the accepting responses thing on. So yeah, just send your stories in, guys. You wanna like send in, spam the scary stories, go ahead. If I don't finish them this time, we will read them in my next one. Yeah, I was friends with the twins before. They make a good duo bot lane. Oh, ayo, I guess they come in handy in MOBA, huh? Maybe I need twins on my team. I'm losing in rank. Personal experience, let's go. Kurumi, can you tell your own horror story? I have shared mine in the first and second one. I don't think I have much more that are very impressionable. But if you want to hear about how I got touched by a ghost, I think it's in my first horror story stream where I talked about it. Maybe my first or my second. Yeah, I also talked about my friends' personal experiences. Yeah. So go check it out. Yes, I delete them, but people keep sending them in. So you can send it in too. Don't worry. The response, I mean, honestly, the more they grow, the happier I am. Yeah. Thank you, Warehouse Red. Thank you. Okay. Next Dragon. Thank you, Next Dragon, for sending this in. The cursed tree at my boarding school. Oh, I don't like cursed trees. Oof. Alright. 3 years ago, I went to a full boarding school to take the SPM fast track. Then my school held a cleaning day. A school cleaning day. I was assigned to cut down a tree by the pool in the dormitory. And the senior there told me not to cut down a tree because the tree is a haunted tree. Actually, the tree was cut down, but the next day it grew like it was before it was cut down. According to the senior as well, the logger was also possessed by various jinn who were in the tree. But I don't believe the story, and I even think it's a myth. Think, where is a tree that grows back to its original way in one day? I keep cutting down the tree without thinking long. That night, all the students were tired and continued sleeping well except me. I don't know why I'm not sleepy anymore, even though the work I'm doing is harder than other people's work. I tried to fall asleep but failed. But when it started to get quiet, all of a sudden I hear a strange sound from the direction of the dormitory tap. Actually, the tap is next to my room, so the sound was quite clear. A loud voice said, "Why are you disturbing my place? I don't mess up your place." In my heart I said, "Don't be angry with me, but be angry near my teacher. My teacher told me." Then I heard the sound of footsteps coming to my room. I kept covering the blanket. After that, I peeked at the edge of the blanket. Then I saw that there were two boards approaching my bed. two boards approaching my bed. I was so shocked and went back to covering my blanket. But I felt that there was an aura that wanted to approach me. I pretended to sleep even though I can't sleep. Luckily, the board just passed by my bed. Finally, the incident became my nightmare. Oh yes, about the tree. Nothing changed after it was cut down. It was still a stump. The moral of the story, don't believe the myth of things, where a tree can grow back like the original in one day. The end. What is the board? What is the board? Is this prop hunt? Somebody playing prop night IRL? What is this? Now props can move? Board as in like a whiteboard? Like a blackboard? What? Literally a board. A what? Is there another definition for board? A piece of cardboard? Betan. Wooden planks? Wooden planks. The boards are like night watcher or security. Aha. So it's also a name for like a person? So it's like a name for like a job? Ah. Oh, we never called that the board. Flat perhaps. Ah. Interesting. Security guard, yeah. Ah. Said he saw two boards approaching him and just passed by his bed. But that doesn't explain how it says, why are you disturbing my place? I don't mess up your place. Maybe it's the guards talking, huh? Two guys on patrol. Ah, yeah. Education board. When I read that, I just imagined like two pieces of blackboard coming towards the bed, and I was just like, whoa. Actually, Luna talked about this on her stream that she was in the Pandu Puteri. I was in the Girl Scouts too, and we always had to do some ritual before we chop down, because we would have events where we had to make like some sort of building or something with bamboos and ropes, like some kind of tent or something. And we had to pray. We would get like a stock of like freaking bamboo logs or something, but we always have to do some sort of ritual before we chop down the bamboo. Yeah. This is the reason why. Hello, welcome back, actually. Yeah, I mean, everybody does this, even people who are not superstitious. It's like tradition. Like, yeah, everybody, generations long ago has started doing this. So then, if you don't, you get bruises all over your body. Yeah, if you don't, you just get really bad bruises all over your body. And yeah, I don't know. Do you go around selling Girl Scout cookies? No, isn't that an American thing? Isn't that an American thing? I never really participated, because I was always in the performer club, so I was just like, I'll buy your whole stock. Yeah. New Kurumi merch, Girl Scout cookies, chocolate mint cookies. Ain't nobody gonna buy it but me. I will buy my own whole stock. Me to myself, I will take your whole stock. But yeah, I was always in the performance gang, so I never really was that involved with the Girl Scouts, but yeah. I heard the KL Methodist Boys School does this one too. Not sure they still do this one though. You have to pray or something to things before you do stuff with it, like chopping down trees, using logs, using bamboos and stuff, something like that. Selling in stores near you. Coming soon. Stay tuned. But yeah, very scary. In Japan, there's this thing where people would teach their kids that there's a living being in every single item in this world. Even your phone, your table, your pencils, every single pencil, which is why they're so respectful with the things they use, and they put it back so nicely and stuff like that. They don't smack their tables, you know, and all that jazz. Just to, I guess, teach the kids to be more respectful of things. But yeah, I guess the same concept goes with everything else, like trees, flowers. You know, there's a life in the flower, so you don't want to like stomp on it and stuff like that. Hello, welcome. Don't think we do ritual things back in my school days. In the Scouts, Boy Scouts. I've done really dumb stuff in the forest before. Okay, if you watched this Singaporean movie called Boys Before Men or something, I think it's called Boys Before Men. It's a horror movie with a little bit of comedy. It's from Singapore. I'm not afraid of you will see this guy before he's about to use the toilet in the nature, okay, in the jungle, okay, in the forest. He will pray before he takes a squat, let's just say. A lot of people do that. I think a lot of cultures do share this, where, you know, for example, if a guy wants to take a leak by the tree, right? In nature, usually they would put their hands together and they pray to the tree, kind of like, excuse me, don't mind me while I take a leak here, and just out of respect, and, you know, don't want to offend, quote unquote, offend anything. But I don't know, do your culture do something like this? Do you guys just pop a squat, or do you go, excuse me? 吓到笑. I think it is 吓到笑. 吓到笑 was really good. I think, let me see. Let me Google this real quick. I think it's called A Boys to Men. A Boys to Men, right? Is it A Boys to Men? Oh, maybe it's not actually. What is it called? Oh, maybe it's not A Boys to Men. I don't know. Is it? Oh, Where Got Ghost. Is it this one? Where Got Ghost? No, I think it is A Boys to Men, but the first movie. Oh yeah, maybe it is 吓到笑. I don't know. It's they're so comedic. I love them. They are very funny. They're very funny. I love it. Yeah, I think it is Where Got Ghost. Where Got Ghost. It's called Where Got Ghost. This is their title. This one. Where Got Ghost. It's very funny. If you grow up around this culture, you relate very heavily to everything they're saying. It is about military. But actually, in the Where Got Ghost, there was one small segment about military, so I got it messed up. I'm sorry. It's not A Boys to Men. Yeah. It is Where Got Ghost. It is also on Netflix, I think. In Malaysia, we were told to ask for approval before peeing in the forest. How do you receive the approval? Do you flip a coin? Because that's actually a thing. I know in some culture, if you want to get answers from, you know, the spiritual world, you flip a coin to see if it was heads or toe. I don't know if heads is yes or no. I think heads is yes, toes are no, something like that. These movies are usually the best. They're freaking hilarious. They're from a while back, so yeah. Bone dice. What? No, we just say excuse me and then just go. Yeah, I think it's like that. Yeah. Haunted Changi, however, not sure if it's real documentary like format. Kind of like they were going for the route of Gonjiam, except it's not like live streaming, huh? Yeah. How about we take a quick toilet break before we read our next one? Let's take a quick toilet break, 3 to 5 minutes. Drink your water, go fill up your water, bring your tea, bring your blankets. I'm gonna go bring my pillow because my back hurts. I'm gonna put it at my back. Okay. Idle meeting, 3 to 5 minutes. Be right back. Bam, 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 bam. Thank you, Penang Guy, for 3 ringgit super chat. Oh, I love Penang Laksa. Penang Laksa. Penang food. Shush. I actually forgot to read some super chats, so let me read them, the ones that I missed. Thank you, Ami, for $11. Donation on Streamlabs. Yay, happy 11th monthsary. Thank you for the amazing 11th month, Kurumi. 11 for the sweet 11th monthsary. Thank you. Also, Derek from 6 hours ago. Thank you for $2 super chat. Not super chat. $2 Streamlabs donation. I'm so glad she keeps doing this story streams. Thank you. I love them too. So don't stop. Don't stop submitting. Don't stop submitting. Hello? So loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I turned it down softer. What? I turned it down softer though. Okay, let me turn it down even more. I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down to 40. I am so sorry. I can't hear my alerts anymore, so I don't know if it's loud or not. Okay, I hope it's not loud anymore. That's a good jump scare for the Kurumates, not me. Like a dude, imagine telling ghost stories, suddenly that thing notification. You guys playing yourself. Cause I don't hear it. Okay, let's read our next one. Azan, thank you Azan for sending this in. Okay, is everybody back? You got your plushies, your blankets, your tea, your drinks. You jump scare yourself. Next time we see Aozora Kurumi donated just to scare you guys. The notification louder than my father's sneeze. Got a kitten in hand. Yes, bring your pets. Jetson is in the room. I kidnapped him. I catnapped him. Where's he? He's on the bed grooming himself, this big chunker. Big chunkist. Go get your water, go get your water. Thank you, Adzam, for sending this in. Finger in the attic. Hey, Kurumi. This happened a way long ago before the house burned down. Oh. My room used to have an attic, which my family used to put all the unused stuff there. One night when I was laying down on my bed while I was reading a manga, I think it was Assassination Classroom based, I saw a hand with a long finger in the attic. Since my bed is facing up to the attic, the finger is just showing itself like it tried to scare me. Well, I saw the finger and said, "Screw you, Koro-sensei is about to die in this chapter. Nothing is important than manga." Thanks for reading this. By the way, this is a true story. Weeboo, laddie and the weeboo. No, but jokes aside, a hand with long fingers? Bruh, was it moving? Wow. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Is it about to die though? It didn't say he was gonna die. I don't even think he died, question mark. But yeah, based. Man's on a mission. He was like, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time, okay? I need to finish my chapter. How dare you disturb me when I'm about to get to the crucial part, the climax, the good part. How dare. But spoilers, that's not very pog of you. That's true. Tatsukaru gewa ass. Having an attic in your room is just asking to get killed. That's true. Attic, but you can see. So does that mean? Okay, when you tell me about attics, right? I think there's a hole where when you pull, okay, it covers up the entrance, right? You need to pull to open the hatch, and then you need to pull something else for the ladder to come down. So if the bed is facing up to the hole, where does the ladder go? Question mark. You guys have attics? I know, right? Right? Did I get that right? This just looks like a square box, like an empty hole, right? How you go up? Do you jump up the bed? If you jump up the bed hard enough, you can make it into the attic. Since the bed is right underneath it, right? What attic? Attic is like the extra space between the roofs on your ceiling, like the highest level of your house. Just hella cold. Probably because insulation is poor. What does it feel like to have an attic? I wish to experience it one day. Just hella cold, apparently. Because, I mean, it's the closest to the ceiling, so I'm guessing the insulation sucks. Are you making a jump scare? No. I took a toilet break. Yeah, I took a toilet break. I went to the toilet. And I also kidnapped my cat. Get with ass cloud. Thank you for sending this in. No more spoilers. No spoilers. Thank you, Ferris, for sending this in. Peeking through. I love story. Alright. So a while back, I used to wake up early to do errands and work out, so I would usually wake up at 4 a.m. or so to start the day, because I'm busy after 10 a.m. Though 10 a.m. through 7 p.m. And since it's still dark and I don't want to wake everyone else, I usually keep lights to a minimum. Once in a while, I would be doing errands, preparing breakfast, cleaning my bed, working out on break days, etc. I would sometimes notice that someone keeps peeking through the doorway or windows, though I'm not on the ground floor. Sometimes even hearing knocking or footsteps. She has really long hair that covers most of her body and is really tall. What is scary is that when it's really dark, she doesn't try to hide if I notice her, only if she sees I'm walking her way. Peeks and say, "Are you Blanche?" Bro. That is absolutely terrifying. Number 1, maybe you have a stalker. Number 2, maybe you can ask your family. It's very understandable because everybody's sleeping, you want to keep lights to a minimum, but is it something to do with the house? Hanya kage. Maybe it's something to do with the house. She's really tall, huh? Covers her hair that covers most of her body. She's really tall. Come to think of it, if you guys remember the story that I told you about how this ghost, this alleged spirit that showed herself to my brother and I when we were young and kept following us everywhere, she was kind of tall too. She was kind of tall, but then again we were kids, so maybe she looked taller, but she was kind of tall. Yeah. It's scary. Mommy goes, get with ass. Get with ass. We're talking about Lady Dimitrescu. Mommy? Sorry. Her 3 children are gorgeous, bruh. I'm still simping. I still want more Resident Evil. It's amazing game. Not gonna lie, I was simp for Give Ass. Give Ass, Blaze. Oh, sweet lord. Not gonna lie, I would simp for Ghost. Set Blaze 2022. Hachisaku-sama? Question mark? Yeah, thank you for sending this in. If it keeps trying to peek into the house, peeking through the doorway. Oh, wait, what? Peeking through the doorway means it's inside of your house, right? Right? Daddy, 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 I saw your story. I didn't read it though, but let me give you a ranch. Welcome. Thank you for submitting. Keep the stories coming. Right? If it's peeking through the doorway, that means it's inside of the house. But if it's peeking through a window, it may or may not be outside. What? She didn't try to hide if I notice her. It's inside time to move out. This is scary. The fact that you dared to walk her way, you got some kahunas, you got some balls. You got some balls. I guess I would be like, who is this? Who are you? But you're not supposed to talk to it. Yeah. It's very scary. Thank you for sending this in. Urkus. Plot is the ghost sent the story? Question mark. Kahunas. Yes. Thank you, Urkus, for sending this in. Question title of the story. What? Real story. My grandma's house has 2 levels. At level 2, we have 5 rooms that usually being used when family gatherings, and my PC location is at level 2 living room. This happened at midnight, where I've been playing computer games at upstairs alone. Suddenly, the door from one of the rooms got closed like somebody smashed it, but nobody was there. Just me playing a PC game. Then suddenly, and then I shut down a PC and going downstairs. And my father asked me, done playing games? I just nodded and go to sleep. So somebody slammed the door shut. I have experienced that as well, Blaze. I think I mentioned this in one of my streams. Did I? That or I told this to my friend recently. Well, not recent, but yeah. I was in my friend's place. This is her stepmother's place or something. So we were in preschool. We were like 11, 12 years old. And we were just like, you know, oh my god, we're after school, let's go hang out at your place. And because she was going back to her stepmother's house, so we were just like, I mean, it doesn't matter to us because we had a place to play, right? So we were gonna play like dress up and stuff, and just, you know, girl stuff. And so we went, and there's 2 levels to the house, and it was facing, one of the windows was facing this, one side of the wall of the house was facing this absolutely abandoned apartment building. Just abandoned. The whole place just been left there for a long time for some reason. Just, Jesus Christ. No maintenance. Why the hell did you make that scary sound? My cat is here not to give me comfort, but to give me jump scares. Wait. 못질. Forgot to mention this for my parents' room. Oof. So we were there, and it was still daytime, like freaking 2 p.m. It was like after lunch, like 3 p.m. The sun was bright, okay? And it's daytime. And we were playing downstairs, fooling around, and then we went upstairs on the 2nd floor. So we went to her quote-unquote temporary room. It was like a guest room, right? We were just, her bedroom was looking directly, the window was looking directly at the abandoned apartment. So I felt that it was creepy, but like I didn't do anything about it. I mean, it's just oh my Jesus Christ, what do you want? Be right back. You were here to give me jump scares. I kidnapped him to scare myself. Bruh. This is my cat. His name is Jetson. He's giving me jump scare. But anyways. He left the room. He wanted to go outside. Our cat. Okay, fine. Our cat. Okay. So we were just in her room. I felt it was creepy, but that was like one of my most sensitive times in my life when it comes to these things. And I thought it was creepy, but it didn't feel that off-putting. It didn't feel that weird. Like, it was just like, ooh, creepy building, like, getting a little bit of chills. But we were still playing in the room. We were like doing some Barbie girl stuff, okay? And then we were like, hey, let's go out to the living room and just chill, because she wanted to watch Friends or something on the TV. And there are 2 living rooms, one in the downstairs and one in the upstairs. The upstairs one is narrower with a TV and a couch. That's it. That's all the upstairs living room has. And you can, from every room, from the couch, you can see the doors to every single room. It is a very small place. And so we went from her room to the living room upstairs, and we're just like, yeah, let's just sit and chill, you know. So thank you, MMF, for dropping by. We read your story. I hope you're okay. Gamade. And so I sat at the very edge of the couch near the outside, okay, because the other side was pushed up against the wall. And I mean, I didn't think much of it. We were just watching a movie. Like, we were just watching whatever show, I don't even remember. And I just suddenly felt chills on my right side. Like, my whole right side became numb. And then I was just like, what? And then, so upstairs there was just me, her, and my other friend. And I felt chills. I turned to my side. And then I just, out of, just reflex, because I was like, oh, I feel chilly. And so I just looked. I saw this girl with long hair. And it was, okay, I have to say this. This is what I noticed after thinking back on what I saw. But when I first saw her, she just looked like a girl with long hair. And I don't even know if I saw her that clearly, like, it just clearly looked like a human, right? And she slammed the door. All the doors were open. Her hand was on the doorknob when I turned and saw her. And then she slammed the doorknob, and she slammed the door so loud. It happened so quickly. I turned, I saw her, and then the door slammed, and I was just like, and then my friends were like, what? It was so freaking loud. And I was like, I just saw a ghost. And then I bolted downstairs. I told them, like, come, let's go downstairs. But what I noticed that I saw after thinking back was this girl. I saw this freaking girl. She had long hair, bloodshot eyes. She looked at me like she was pissed at me for some reason. I didn't do nothing. I just played with Barbies. Okay, I'm sorry if it's Barbie. Okay, it's not even my Barbie. But like, she looked at me. It was like a split second of eye contact. And then she slammed the door. In that moment, just felt every hair in my body stand. And I was just like, I gotta go. And then I ran downstairs. I think we left. It took us only, because our clothes was still upstairs. And so my other 2 friends went upstairs, took our, like, a change of clothes downstairs. And we changed, and then I was like, I need to go home. Like, I can't be in this house anymore. Yeah. Like, it was such a weird moment for me, because, I mean, sure, the building, I don't know if the building was the reason, right? There was like a abandoned building. I don't know if that building was the reason, but I was like, I didn't expect to see something there or experience something supernatural. I was just hanging out with my friends. And when I saw that, it made me realize sometimes you can be caught absolutely just out of nowhere, because you see horror movies, or when you experience certain things, you feel the build up, right? You feel kind of chilly first, and then you're just like, oh, like maybe something's up, and then you maybe see something, or something happens. This one was absolutely just like, oh, creepy building. Anyways, and then suddenly in a split moment, Chills looks over, sees something that looks like a freaking angry demon, slams the door for some damn reason. Only one door was slammed, by the way, so it's not by no wind or nothing. This was her brother's room, I think. Her brother and her sister's room. Like a guest room, because her stepmother had other kids or something, and they share rooms or something. I don't know. But yeah. And there it goes. I don't know. I was just like, I never went back to that house ever again. And every time she was like, let's go hang out again after school. And I was like, okay, yeah, like where? I would always ask where. And if she says they're going back to that house, I'm like, I'm not gonna go. Like, I refuse to go back, because that thing was not, it's not even like, you know when you look at a person, there's like a, of course you see dimensions with this person, right? Like there's shadows, there's like, you know, come to think of it, I don't think I saw like an actual outline, but I was sure it was a person. It looked like a person, like the shape of a person, but maybe it was blurry. I don't know. It was a split second. It happened so fast. I was just like, brr. I never asked her about the place ever again, and I think they moved away not long after. No, actually, I think, I don't know. We kind of lost contact. I will ask her again if I saw her again. You guys still friends? We lost contact. Yeah, this is in elementary school. Yeah. No. We were definitely still friends after the incident. It's just, I never went back to the house. Yeah. Hi, Donna. Yeah, I never went back to the house. Stepmother? Question mark? Yeah. So that was like the incident where I noticed like the door slammed because, I don't know, maybe I offended something. Maybe I'm sorry for thinking the apartment was creepy. I mean, that was the only bad thing I could relate it to. I didn't even use her toilet or anything. I was always just chilling with my friends. Yeah. Usually people would say this. If you come to my house, make sure you don't go to the garage, or make sure you don't go to this room that is locked, blah, blah, blah. I didn't disrespect nothing. I didn't go into a room I wasn't supposed to. Unless I wasn't supposed to grab a drink at the kitchen. Yeah. Then I don't know what I did. Literally was trying to make sense at the time, thinking, did I do something to offend it? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it was this scary feeling, but yeah, just Urkus did not give a dang. Urkus was just like, yeah, I'm done playing games, and I just went to sleep, bruh. Yeah. Oof. So that's one of my personal scare stories. Thank you for sending this in, Urkus. Yeah. Yeah, bye na. Our next story. Creed Lanford. Thank you for sending this in. Creed's Weird Experiences, Part 1. This is based on a real story. We got a real story, ladies and gentlemen. Let's drink some water. If some houses have too many forbidden stuff, we respect it. But if that, oh no, nothing. There was nothing in the house where they said like, don't go in, or don't touch this, don't touch that. You know what's ridiculous? They even had a Taoist praying, what is it called? Shrine in their house. So they pray to Guanyin Pusa. What is her English name? What is his English name? Basically, one of the Taoist gods. They pray to this god in their own house, downstairs. However, upstairs, this happened, and I'm just like, brr. Yeah. Genting Highland has plenty of stories too. Ooh, sentiment. Genting Highland stories are juicy. Yeah. Never going back there again. Yeah. Guanyin. Yeah. So it's like this. Even if you pray to something in your house, it may or may not mean that your house is safe, you know? So it's just like, for me, I didn't think anything would happen, because usually when a family prays when they have, I don't know, if it's Christianity, maybe they would have a cross in the house, or they would, I don't know, put crosses everywhere, Bibles everywhere, maybe, I don't know. But like, you wouldn't expect to see anything supernatural after having all those things laying around in the house. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, interesting. I guess it does not really protect you from those things and protect your house or something. I don't know. Just a thought, I guess. Yes. Next story. Chris Weird Experiences Part 1, based on a true story. It's about noon when I'm just lazily laying on my bed. Our neighbors are having the time of their life drinking alcohol. Noon? Your neighbors are drinking at noon? It's noisy and it makes me a bit annoyed. Suddenly, someone, or more like something, whispered in my ear. Honestly, my brain understood what it meant, but my brain cannot translate it into something a human can understand. Of course, convincing myself that it is nothing, so I asked, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" And heck, it whispered again to my ears. Same thing happened, my brain can understand it, but I cannot translate it. This exchange happened about 3 times, then the thing gave up. And then I ran out of my room. Note, still sleeping on the same room till this day. So you understood it, but you could not translate it. So you know what it meant, but you cannot say it in human words. Is that how it is? The ghost wanted to haunt my house. I tried to get it to possess an anime figurine. My first cursed object. I'll show it off to people. Look at my Asuna in bikini anime figurine that is haunted. Annabelle's quaking. You know, like my Rem in a sleeping nightgown anime figurine. This one, yeah. Her name's Rim. That sounds so bad. You know, forget about that name. Yeah, does not make a mess in your house. I mean, sometimes they can be playful and misplace your things. I think I mentioned this before. We used to lose things around the house all the time, and Kurumama would be so pissed because we're not messy people. We have a place for all our keys. We have a place for all of our coins. We have a place for all of everything we need. We're always taught to put it back. And then sometimes we would lose a batch of keys, or sometimes we lose blah blah blah, and then we would look for it and we can't find it until Kurumama has to like nag and scold and just basically not scold us, but like scold out loudly, just like, how could these keys go missing, blah blah blah, and just nag. Eventually it'll show up magically. So yeah, this is our only theory. We're just like, maybe the ghost is playing with us. Yeah. Not sure if I should be scared or happy if my anime figurines suddenly move. I don't think they move. I guess they can teleport. I don't know if they would move like start walking. Don't be rude to Emilia over there. She'll follow you home. No, you're tempting them. You're tempting them. You're tempting them. But yeah, imagine going... Okay. Imagine 30 years later, the kids go to this haunted museum. A museum with haunted artifacts. Haunted, objects. Everything is scary. You see Annabelle, you see the music box, you see all these things. And then you have Bikini Asuna chilling. Bruh. That would be a sight to see. It's just like, huh? Or your Moe and Naomi standee, like it just bruh. Just sitting there chilling amongst all the haunted stuff. Get what ass. Get what ass. Bikini Kurumi figurine 1, Project Kavvaii question mark? The figurine you see here is Megumin and a chainsaw serial killer currently inhabits it. The chainsaw massacre guy. And my Gundam plastic model horn broke for no reason one day after I woke up long time ago. Do you have pats? Maybe? That's a win for sure. Get what ass. Get what ass. Yeah. That's scary. I love how you were like, can you repeat that? And it did. And then it happened 3 times, brr. Nani? It went. And then he's like, what? Can you repeat that? And she did. Again. Get what ass fancy. OP missed his tickets to get isekai, brr. She's like, do you want to come to an anime world? He's like, what? That got me. EMF 4. I miss playing Phasmo. I missed it already. There's new updates in Phasmo, by the way. New really good updates in Phasmo. That passed a long time ago, but all animals are outside. Yeah, that's not a noise. Yes. I have another one. Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. For VR Pog. Oh, really? I knew. Thank you for sending this in. Very spooky. MIF. Black aura. My friends always say that I have a dark aura around me. They say most of the time the aura is tame, thin, and hardly noticeable by human standards. But they also said that sometimes when I was mad or sad, the aura becomes strong, thick, poisonous even. But I hardly notice the aura they're talking about. I don't think they're lying though. They also said that the spirits that linger around the hostel actively avoids me. One time, me and one of my friends go into the hostel bathroom at 2 a.m. in the morning. The friend who's behind me said that he saw a spirit trying to approach me and it just burned into nothing when it reached me. He said I was either a holy spirit or the embodiment of torture. This memory really got me thinking sometimes. This is kind of true with some exaggerations. Wow. Wow. This man is so intimidating that the spirit said no. Wow, burnt into nothing, bruh. Takut, Are you gonna play Within Scary? What is Within Scary? I can look it up. I have so many games to play. And I want to upload more offline contents. I really enjoy filming them. Because I do them at my free time. Look up. Oh, what? I'll add it to my cart. Oh no, sorry, not add it to my cart. Add it to my wish list. Kuena. Aiga, hello. Aika's art is so cute. Otsu, thank you for dropping by. Maybe I'll do an offline one. We'll see. Thank you, MIF, for sending this in. Let's have a change of music. Creed Lanford. Creed's Weird Experiences Part 2. Still based on a real story. Do you guys see it? Okay. One day, at the office, a sudden call of nature hit me. Why am I a kid? So I walk out of my office and head towards the comfort room. It was a shared one for all employee in our area, where you have to walk towards an L-shaped corridor to reach the comfort room at the end. To my surprise, someone came faster as I saw that person enter the corner which path leads to the comfort room. Disappointed, I stopped for a bit and then moved, thinking I'll just wait for my turn. To my surprise, I did not hear any door moving or the door being locked. So I checked it out. No one is inside. At this moment, I am having goosebumps. But I have to do my business. So I brave myself and be done with it. After that, I asked my office mates in a loud voice so they can all hear me. Do we have someone who has long black hair wearing all black which her skirt is on her ankle's length? They all answered no. Goosebumps intensifies. I told them, but I saw her walking towards the comfort room, but I did not see her leave. And boy, they all stared at me like they remembered something scary. This happened 2 or 3 weeks after I got hired. Oh, maybe it already got a history. Why not? Bro, that would be a scary place. Oh no, you're alone now. Oh no! It's okay, we're here with you. E-girls are scary. Whoa, this is scary. Spoopy, Creed, I hope you're safe. Thank you for sending this in. We have Mr. Bedrock. Title, The Creepy Blue Rock Man. It was like any other day, go to the store and buy some meat. I was thinking what kind of meat I want because my mom did not tell me what meat to buy, so I just buy some chicken. While I was at the counter, a blue tattoo man that looked like The Rock, but there was something wrong about him. He looked sus as hell. He bought a lot methies? But what do I care? He might use the methies for barbecue. Methies. After I brought the meat home, I saw the blue tattoo man outside my window. He's carrying something like a gasoline tank. And then I just go to eat with my mom. 30 minutes later, I go out, I saw the man smiling menacingly. And then he lit up the matches. Oh, matches! And put it on the water. And I saw what the hell, and something exploded at my backyard. I go outside and see my whole lawn was on fire. And then I get a bucket full of water and then it spread to my house. But most important thing is my mother is safe. But after 1 week, I did not see the blue tattoo man. Matches for barbecue. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson impersonator. So he was there first before you, buying a bunch of matches, right? Because you saw him at the counter first. After you brought the meat home, he was outside of your window carrying something like a gasoline tank. Bro, that is scary. Yeah, I mean, people are just as scary as all these supernatural things, you know what I'm saying? People be spoopy and sus. Yeah. Brr. Something exploded in your garage, in your lawn, brr, in your backyard. Are you safe? What happened to the house? At least your mom is safe. Bro. After the police catches this guy, psycho man's a little cuckoo. Spoopy. Yeah. Thank you for sending this in. Stay safe, y'all. There are crazy people out there. Also, Ferris. Title of the story, False Nurse. I'm glad I'm a mob character and don't get stalked and stuff. He's like, I'm glad I'm an NPC. Oh, gamanda, the mall, stay safe. Hope that's not a perv stalker. I think he's just psycho and just left. Never saw him again. Thank you, Ferris. Title of story, False Nurse. This isn't my story but my aunt's. When she just gave birth to my niece and was being transferred back to the ward to rest accompanied by 2 nurses. Eventually they reached the hallway and the door was locked. One of those nurses saw the other nurse that was supposedly really pale with red eyes and asked to help, which immediately sprinted towards her. The other nurse senior stopped her and rebuked her for stopping her duties, who responded by, my aunt claimed, smiling really widely and slowly walking away. When she was gone, the nurses started banging on the door and shouting until eventually someone noticed. Later, the senior nurse told my aunt that the other nurse was a vampire or something who eats new mothers. What? First of all, as if having baby isn't hard enough. Now you gotta worry about a vampire? You just went through something, probably one of the hardest things in your life. And now you gotta worry about hospital staffs? Comfy true, thank you. Not new baby, but new mothers? I know, right? But she already lost so much blood. She's like a half-eaten steak. You know what I mean? She's like a half-drunken glass of water. You sure? Are you sure? She's exposed and then she stopped, smiled, and just walked away. A Filipino urban legend. Want the baby, not the mother, but this one's going for the mother. I guess, you know what? There's a market for everything. It's like this. If too many things want the babies, that means you gotta fight for it. But ain't nobody going for the mother, so you gotta think, big brain and then go for the mother. Because then you don't have to fight with nobody. Right. Who eats babies in a pregnant... What? Brr. That's spoopy right there. Wow. Go for the mommy milk and get what ass, Lucy. Thank you for sending this in first. That's spooky. Hope your aunt is fine. The logic. Next, Ezart. I'm sorry. Wasn't it just me? Title of the story. Okay. The story is when I lived in a hostel. I shared my room with a few seniors and 2 fellow roommates who are in the same grade as me. Most of the time, our seniors will sleep in a dorm somewhere else, so it's usually us sleeping in that dorm. Normally, it's compulsory for every dorm to quote-unquote lights off, when it's like 10 or 11 if I remember. There was one time when both of my roommates went out and it's only me in the dorm. I started to get bored and somehow I unintentionally set up a prank on them. It's just really a simple prank. I lie underneath the bed, which is so dark, when they're back, and I lie on their bed. I grab one of the legs and quickly hide my hand. Okay. They tried to look underneath. They try to look underneath. I don't know if it's too dark or they're just too afraid to look, that they immediately jump from the bed and get the hell out of the dorm. A few minutes later, they came back, and so do I went out of the dorm. I get busted right away just because I was laughing. They get spooked from what happened, so decided to sleep in our freshman's room. The next day, we talked about what happened that night. Somehow, both actually described having their feet grabbed when I only grabbed one of them. So I pretended to own the act that I did exactly like how they mentioned without telling them the truth. The prank is real, by the way. Bruh. Honey, there was somebody else with you under the bed. Honey, there was somebody else with you. He got third hands. One manga panel from Junji Ito's Uzumaki. I never read this manga, but I should, because I heard it was good. Yeah. Welcome back, MIF. Thank you for being a jet setter. Thank you. Welcome back. The guy wanted to join the prank. It was getting FOMO. And he was like, I want in on it too. Third hand. I've heard of a third leg. I've never heard of a third hand. What? I beg your pardon. What? What? Huh. I guess they got so spooked. I think I would have been absolutely terrified if they looked down and saw two people there. And one that they didn't recognize. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for sending this in. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Your name, maybe first. Title of the story, Big House. Third leg lama. I prefer 4. Astaga. I'm say so. Yeah. Alright, big house. When I was smaller, I used to visit my grandparents' house a lot, but because it was really big, I frequently got lost. Because my baby brain didn't understand the basic architecture, and because the toilet and the room used to stay in was on the opposite sides, it was so scary. Here's a few stories. My brother and I were playing games till late night, but he fell asleep early, so I was alone, and went to bed at like 2, but I suddenly heard crying. By the edge of my bedside of the bed, there was a naked child crying. I eventually fell asleep hours after. In the bathroom, there's a high window that lets smell out. And there was a time I was showering and I saw that naked kid a bit. He isn't crying anymore, standing in the front door. The kid looked at the window and pointed where I looked. And pointed where I then looked to see long hair slowly spill through and stop pulling away. I look at the kid and he isn't there anymore. Another time I was urinating in the toilet and noticed a tall figure standing by the window and was like floating away. In the room I stayed in, there's a wide window which curtains doesn't cover completely, so we can pick through it from both sides. Once something noticed looking through, but I couldn't see the eyes, though this is the second floor. Recently, I was falling asleep and noticed a face. To the side of the shelves, it isn't against the wall, I noticed a pale smiling head peeking through and staring, which I suddenly ran to and it disappeared. It looked like that kid that cried when I was younger, but he looked older. Thank you for dropping by, Arzai. Thank you, too. Apartments, yeah, same. Less space for ghosts, same. Not just ghosts. I think I mentioned this a little bit. There was a Korean movie of this homeless person living in this big house. Living in somebody else's big house, but the house was so big that they didn't even notice that somebody else was living there with them. And it's just spooky. Yeah. Forget to use the toilet before sleep, always. You thought on you. Jung Chao, kenapa macam ni? Jung Chao's not lying though. Bapak kau. Yeah, ghosts do grow up. I think this happens a lot with, in certain cultures at least, when the mother has an abortion or when the mother has miscarriage. What a cute. Hi, Rosmo. Hello. Miscarriage, and they don't pray to bring the baby into peace. I don't know how to like translate this well, but you have to pray to bring this baby to a peaceful place. But if you don't, the baby will follow the mother and the family and grow up with it. So yeah. How's the horror stories going? Spooky. Do you have any, Rosmo? Do you have any? Can you send it in? We love a good story. Especially if it's like true story. But yeah, this is kind of personal, question mark, but like my grand aunt she had a miscarriage before, and my uncle still lived with her in the same house, and he was the son after that, I think. And then he later on got married and have kids. And then one time his daughter, my cousin, when she was really young, she went to the back, which is kind of like, this place is kind of like in the village. It's kind of like countryside. And she said that she saw her dad near the kitchen, but outside. Like, it was outside, but like there was a door that leads to the kitchen. She said, "Oh, I saw Papa outside. I saw Papa outside." And she kept telling her mom. But her dad was at work. And so she said that it looked very similar to her dad, the person. And apparently a lot of people have, like growing up, have seen the I guess the spirit or something. But then it grew up. Something like that. Yeah. Don't remember any at the moment. Yeah, the form is always going to be open, so feel free to send it in anytime. Kurumi, how do you feel if you're in the middle of idle meeting, take a bath, and suddenly you realize that there's a pervy ghost in next to you? Pervy or not, I would be pissed. I would try to shoo it away, I guess, or I would just get out of that place. I'll just be like, you know what, I can't take this. Okay, this ain't the time. This is my private time. In the shower is when I am. Oh wait, but you said idle meeting, huh? Idle meeting is a bit tough to get out of. But if I'm taking a shower, that is my singing practice time. I'm just kidding. That is my deep thoughts time. You know, that's when I think about deep things. I'm in the zone. Get out of my zone. Get out of my zone, bro. I'm thinking about deep thoughts, shower thoughts. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my safe space. Why are you in my safe space? Mama, kacau. Yeah, I think it happened to my brother before. Actually, I don't remember what he did though. Shower is where you can gather many new ideas. Yeah, and you like. Sometimes you playing some music and just like grooving to it, you know, you're washing your hair and you're just like, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, and then bruh, you see something that maybe wants to pee too. There are many toilets that it can use. Okay, get out of mine. First of all, yeah, this is spooky. Thank you for sending this in. Shower, bath time, singing time, approved. Just a random cat. Oh, just a random cat. Who pulled a prank on me if it wasn't him? I was just a little kid when this happened. I was always afraid of sleeping alone because I will always imagine a hand coming from under my bed and would drag me down to the darkness and I would die. Well, here's the story. Here the story goes. I was getting ready to go to sleep, even though I'm scared as hell at the time. Yes, just as I expected. A hand coming from under the bed and grabbed my feet. I was too afraid that I screamed out really hard, and yeah, that's when my brother asked me to stop. He's one hell of a prankster, and at that time I realized something. My brother was at his friend's house. Yabbe. But the fact that you screamed so loud that it asked you to stop, maybe you're a scream queen, you know what I mean? Always defeat, bruh. Yabbe. This is spooky. This is very spooky. Got me chills. Got me chilly. I got chills all up in my spine. Quiet. Welcome back. It's all fun and games till someone wets the bed. Yeah. The story where I got touched by the ghost, I too was scared as hell. And I was just like, I left the lights on. I was, you know, I left the door open because I was such a scaredy cat, and still it happened to me. So, you know, brr, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. Yeah, this is such a spooky story. Spooky story. Next one, Rock Saber. Thank you for sending this in. Dorm Ghost. Title, Dorm Ghost. I used to live in a college dormitory. There was a scary ghost story that is passed down by the seniors about a specific room in the boys' room. boys' dorm. This college is located somewhere far away from the town, and the only nearest civilization is like a few miles away. It's practically located in woods, and the dorms was built at the edge of the college compound. The story goes. It was the middle of the night, some were already asleep. A bed just beside the windows facing the deep dark forest, a boy was resting on his bed, tired and ready to sleep. When suddenly, he heard a noise on the other side of his window, so he got up while still on his bed. The window is a pane type of window where the panes are blurred. He could only see a blurred figure of a woman in white. She was tapping on the window pane. "Can you help me? Which way is to town?" She spoke softly, but was clear enough in the silence of the night. The boy was confused and tired, but vaguely answered, "It's to the left. Until you get to the highway, follow the road to town." She moves away to the left smoothly without a noise. Next morning, a realization dawned on him. The boy's room is on the 3rd floor of the dorm. Be careful of strangers in the middle of the night. It might just be a ghost. Bruh. Kawaii na. This one's very, very spoopy. Ya bet. Ya bet. You don't know if it's beautiful, honey. You can't see it. You just know it's a woman. It's blurry. Ooh, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. It could look absolutely jacked up. It could look whack, but you don't know because you can't see it. Which honestly, I think would have been better that way. I think he would have been more terrified if he could see. Simp. Gaddafi simp. Yeah. What do you think? Would you prefer to see it or not? I prefer to see just a blurred figure. As long as it works out with ass, fancy. Alia, to make things easy, just don't talk to any strangers at ungodly hours. That's true. That's true. Don't call out to nobody. Don't turn when somebody calls you. You know, just go on home. Go on home. Yeah. This never happened to me, but my mother once encountered a ghost copying one of her friends. It happens. It happens. One of my best. I mentioned this in my last one too. My bestie saw her quote unquote doppelganger in her own dang house. Yeah, it was scary. Spoopy scary. Thank you for sending this in, Rock Saber, brr. Go what? MIF? My website lagging. Yeah. Okay. 31 responses. MIF. The realization. Title of story, realization. This happened during a normal day in my hostel. The situation itself is not scary, but the feeling is scary. One evening, I was sleeping on my bed peacefully when suddenly one of the worst dudes in my year decided to beat me up, who's asleep by the way, for no good reason. While he was beating me up, he keeps talking about how he's going to hell for this in a prideful way. Me, who just woken up to this shit, just muttered one sentence. "If you want to go to hell, I'll send you here myself." And then me, filled with absolute rage, just keep attacking all of his weak points, such as the torso, head, and you know, the balls. I don't like fighting usually, but this is different. This time it felt good. He tried to block with all he could reach, but none can block my attacks. I just keep punching until he stops moving. It was bad for me to do that, but it felt good. Really good. I managed to stop myself from doing the same to other people in the dorm. FYI, there's a true story, and the guy was rushed to the hospital because of the injuries, and I got off scot-free because one of them recorded the proof that I was self-defending. How's this a horror story, bruh? The feeling is scary. I think it's scary for the dude. Then again, okay, don't go bullying nobody. Then you won't get beat up. Okay? If you bully somebody and you get beat up, I'm not saying this is okay, but I'm saying maybe you deserved it some way. Okay, don't go talking smack about other people, because then maybe you might get smacked back. Okay, don't go doing nothing bad to other people, because the same might be done to you. Do upon others what you want to be done upon you. Take this lesson. Okay, you hear that? My kurumates are good. We don't have no bullies here. We only have playful banters and people calling me a grandma, which I accept. Yeah, bullying is not cool. Not cool. Bullying is not okay. Next story. Forks. Nenek Rumi, hey. Kurumate's wholesome, no bully giveaway ass. That's the sassiest. That's so sass. Every single stream I get bullied. No, it's not a horror story. It's more like a little bit of flex. Sounds like he drummer. What about Abuela now? No. Forks, thank you for sending this in. Dream thief. Dream thief, you say? Okay. This happened last year, so I don't remember much. I was having a weird dream where I was taking care of an orphan who was weird. She had a bird bone sticking through her nose. Does not wear clothes. Always had messy hair. Most of the dream was nonsensical. I was taking water from a well, even though I remember having a water pipeline next to the house. I was cooking off a giant pot hanging over the burning wood, and never slept, even though I remember numerous night-day cycles. Eventually, I noticed that the orphan was adding random bones and orange liquid into the pot, and she stared at me for a bit before speaking in a disgusting language. I would like to know what a disgusting language is. It was her voice overlapped and spoke different words in different voices at the same time, from all around me in a disgusting language which woke me up to sleep paralysis, where I noticed a black and thick humanoid crouching in front of my face to the side of my bed staring at me. I was really tired, so I fell asleep soon after, and the girl showed up again and she started to speak in that disgusting language again. I covered my ears and woke up again. Like earlier, this thing was still next to me staring. At this point, I'm mad as hell, so I managed to move my head to face away from it and fell asleep. Same as earlier, disgusting language, covered ears, woke up. The thing is now crouching on my body and still staring. I fail to move again and fall asleep. It shows up again and try to talk again, but this time I'm beating it up, shouting so I couldn't hear its voices. I wake up again, but this time because I hear something fall over. The cup on my table fell over, and now the thing is bending over my table staring at me. I try to stay awake and fall asleep. Same as earlier, it tries to speak and I shout to overpower the voices and I hear a scream and I wake up again. It's now standing off the edge of my bed and it speaks in that disgusting language again, but now while I'm awake. This keeps me up all night long, and eventually it stops talking and just stares for a while and disappears. It was like 4 a.m. by that time. The closest comparison I can think of is Mongolian throat singing, but it's not an accurate comparison. It was disgusting. Disgusting shit. What? You were taking care of an orphan who was weird. She had bird bones sticking through her nose. What is a bird bone? What is a bird bone sticking through her nose? Does not wear clothes, always had messy hair. What is a bird bone? Disgusting. Yeah.
Disgusting shit.
Disgusting shit. What is a bird bone? What is a bird bone? What part of the bird? What is a bird bone? Is it the head? You mean the whole bone sticking out of the nose? What? Disgusting. Not so good shaped nose. So it's like a witch's nose? You know how it's kind of like a beak. The shape of a witch's nose that is commonly depicted in movies and cartoons is kind of like it has like it's like a Nanny Muffy nose. You know what I mean? Like the beak of a nose, beak of a bird, like the shape. Is it like that? The bird, is that what it's called? Bird bone nose? You know what? I'm gonna Google that. It just shows me the skull of a bird. Huh? Or the plague doctor. Interesting. Crooked nose. Nanette witch nose. Kurumi Google. Cockatoo big nose. Interesting. It sounds like a devil spawn. That's scary. That's absolutely terrifying. I mean, for somebody who loses sleep a lot and finds it hard to fall asleep and stay asleep, I already feel like, bruh, every day is just like I'm this close to losing it, you know? So to have this happening to you, bruh, must be so dang annoying. And I hope you figure out what it is. Dream thief. Hidong burung gaga. Sounds like a classic witch. I don't know. Sounds spooky though, the way it talks, right? Disgusting language. Thank you for sending this in. Very spooky. Ooh, Ari James. Let's go, Ari senpai. Ma. ちょっとね。Okay. Mr. Ari James himself. Title of the story: The Portrait in the Dark. It was during high school break. We went back to our grandparents' home whenever there's a break. However, the house was damaged by a recent flash flood. So my grandmother went to her old house, isolated high on the hills. By remote, I mean there's no electricity and running water. Our parents were busy with work, so my brother and I went to stay with our grandmother during the break and meet. This is the first time we actually spent a night there. During the day, it was normal. We gathered firewood and water for the night. After dinner, we went to our bedroom. It was dark, but we didn't care much. We just wanted to hop on the bed and sleep. As I tried to sleep, I noticed that there was somewhat like a portrait hanging on the wall across my bed. As it was dark, I couldn't really distinguish whose painting it was. I turned to my brother, but he was already asleep then. I couldn't help but feel like whoever in that portrait was watching me. I tried to ignore the uneasy feeling and eventually fell asleep. When I woke up, my brother had already left the room to get breakfast downstairs. I got up from the bed and was about to leave the room when I realized the portrait from last night wasn't a portrait, but a window. Our room was on the second floor, and last night there was a person at the window watching us. Bruh! This is spooky. This is very, very spooky. Bruh. The portrait in the dark. Shush! Is this a true story, Eddie? Why do I need to use the toilet again? I would seal the window shut with cement, but it won't stop the hantu from being there. Bruh. This place, remember, is isolated high on the hills. I heard this story before, but it's a different version. Bruh. Hopefully this is not a true story, but that's absolutely terrifying. Bruh, creepy. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. I mean, I hope grandma moves out of there. Because usually hills, jungles, all these places are very we like to call it dirty. It's like the activities are high, let's just say. Always have a curtains, everyone. People are like, I want to live in a tiny house in the woods. I want to have a house, what do you call that? A cottage in the woods, a cabin, you know, in the jungle and stuff. Not jungle, but you know, up in the hills. I'm like, are you sure? You are like far away from civilization, first of all. Second of all, if you call for help, ain't nobody gonna hear you. Third of all, anything could happen. You could see anything. Hi, you didn't. Yeah, cottage and cabin, bruh. Uninstall your Windows, bruh. High paranormal activities, a lot of ghost hunt, bruh. It'd be like that. Thank you for sending this in, Addie. Jungle, no internet. Yeah, even if you have the portable internet, even if you have data, the signal is so bad. The connection, you know what I mean? The signal is so bad that you probably can't even use your data. Yeah. Window uninstall. Nah. Has to be human society nearby for it to be dirty and possessed by ghosts. Sometimes people get scared and get hallucinations. That happens too. Another movie that I would recommend you guys to watch, because I rewatched it not long ago. Thank you, MIF. Welcome back. I'll be gone because of school now. Bye bye, Kurumi. Gambatte. Gambatte. Good luck. Another movie that is really good. It shows you how the human mind works when in isolation and just absolute survival mode. There's this movie called The Jungle. Daniel Radcliffe, the actor for Harry Potter, he was the main actor for the movie. It was really, really well made, and it's based on a true story, based on a real person who got lost in the jungle. And you guys can see really, truly how things are, and it's very scary. I'll be right back real quick. So give me a minute. I'm back. But yeah, it's called The Jungle. Is it the first? No, it's called The Jungle by Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, he was the actor in it. I just heard a knock. Thank goodness it was my dad. The knock came from outside. Kurumi, I want to recommend you Indonesian movies. Danur 1, Danur 2. Oh, I think I watched Danur 1. Oh no, I haven't. Eh, have I? It's on Netflix. Oh no, I haven't. But I want to. It looks very good. I watched the Satan's... What's it called? Indonesian horror movie. Satan's something. Satan's Slaves. Yeah. Satan's Slaves. It was good. That one was good. What is it called in Indonesian? Pengabdi Setan. Yeah. Munafik was... Munafik was very preachy for me. I was like, bruh, there's more dialogues than things happening. First one was okay though. The second one I was just like, bro, this is a lot of talking. Pengabdi Setan. Yeah, that one was really good. Afraid to go to the toilet after watching Danur. Yeah. Should have used this one in the movie. If only he could. But yeah, it's based on a real story. Based on a true story, The Jungle. So you guys should go check it out. Thanks for the recommendation. Yes, let us know if you liked it. Second one, not scary. It was very long and just a lot of talking. And I was just there like, where is the ghost? Yeah, but Yeah, I heard many good reviews about Danur. Danur. It's on Netflix. I have it added to my list. Yeah. Floating organs. Kuyang, right? Is it called Kuyang? Is that ghost called Kuyang? I think so. But yeah. Go watch The Jungle. Also good. It's not horror. It's more like survival. Based on a real life. Something like that. It's very interesting. Okay. We are 2 hours 40 minutes in. Apananggal. Yeah, I've heard of it before. Just a quick question. When you go to the toilet, do you often switch on the lights or not? I usually don't. It depends. But sometimes I don't. If I have my phone, I usually don't. Yeah. Next story. Arzai. Thank you for sending this in. Arzai question mark? Middle of the night. Woo, woo. You don't? Yeah, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends. With or without the light must be on. I'm still afraid of darkness even though I'm 20 right now. Hey, darkness is scary. Don't matter what age you are. Because it's the unknown, not knowing what is behind it. Or there's something behind it. Yeah. Alright, one night, I woke up in the middle of the night because of my tank is full. Idle meeting. Okay. When I was on the way to the toilet, I hear some tick sound. I don't really want to go in there, but my pee-pee said, big no-no. So I decided to be a gentleman and try to open the door. But then, I see a freaking head is hanging at the wall. And then I quickly open a lamp, and then it's actually a kapala pipe. A what? Kapala means head. This pipe just means pipe? Like a pipe head? You just saw a pipe head? Not that kapala haya. Astaga. A pipe head, bruh. Is the tap, bruh. You got scared by something that never moved and was always there, and that your brain knew that it was there, but then you registered it thinking, okay. Baby Ambro and menstrual blood kuyang. Spoopy. Thank you for sending this in. Berdala. We have one from Amirushami. Title: The 2 a.m. weekend thing. That sounds like the name of like a dirty album. You know what I mean? Like one of those new albums. They're like the title of the album, 2 a.m. weekend thing. It could be like a rapper's album cover. You know what I mean? Like. Okay. Why you say, oh no? Because baby embryos, bruh. What did they do to deserve this? They babies. 4 years ago, back when I was still studying far from home, I lived with my friends and is far from the city too. It was past midnight and I stayed up late because it's the weekend and I usually don't sleep on the weekends. As I was enjoying my movie, suddenly I heard a loud scream coming from the bathroom. It was around 2 a.m. if I remember correctly, and I wonder who's still awake at this hour. There were like 8 people in the house, and most of them don't usually stay up, so that makes me question about the loud scream I just heard. I went downstairs and saw the bedroom lights are up, and water came out of the door. I heard the sound of water being shot to the walls and the door. Not long after that, there was a loud scream coming from the bathroom again. Turns out it was my housemate trying to get rid of a cockroach. He tried to spray the cockroach with water to get rid of it. I tried to help him, but as soon as he opened the bathroom door, I also screamed and got upstairs and left. You left your friend? Cockroaches are scary, like really, really, really scary. We all know that Ami has some scary phobia with cockroaches. Listen, if you think cockroach would die to water, think again. If you flush, have you guys seen cockroaches swimming? Google it. Cockroaches can't swim. Cockroaches will not die even if there was an apocalypse. Okay, they would survive the apocalypse. These things are just invincible. What a friend, bro. You left your friend. Yeah, you have to really use those thick slippers. You know what I mean? Like the thick wooden slippers to smash them. Then only they will die. Let me send you a photo, okay? Nah. Why can't I find it? Dun, 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 dun. The really tall ones. What are they? Sandals? Bro, where can I find it? It's very old school. I've never seen people wear it anymore. But if people wear it, there's like clack clack sound. The chancla, the big wooden chancla. Bro, all of these fashion stuff needs to stop. Kabisa, I can't find it. Use an anvil. Hi, Zeko. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. I really can't find it. Are you serious? Has it really been that long? Well, I guess it looks something. Oh, okay. They're called clogs. Oh, people don't wear the big thick ones anymore. Ah, look ah. These ones. You need to smack it with this, only it will die. Smack it with a heel. Sando japit. Yeah, because you can't. Even if you sprayed a cockroach with the mosquito repellent, it would only pass out. It will just bang sand. It will just fall asleep there. It will not die. Vacuum cleaner works. It's alive in your vacuum cleaner. What if it, you know, give birth to many eggs? No, not the Japanese one. These ones does not have the wedges, the space in between. It's just a huge solid piece of, you know, wood. And it's heavy, but it's loud. Yeah. Stick vacuum burr. Use hot water to scald it. Oh, yeah. But you have to be careful. You might hurt yourself. Use chambra. My friend, you just buy a new book and not open the plastic yet. You just use it to kill the cockroach. I think the cockroach is so hard that it might dent the book. It put like a little indentation. My legit housemate did try to spray the roach and water came out of the door, bruh. Actually, scientists already proved that roaches can survive radiation, and even nuke may not kill them. They will live, you know, through all the apocalypse in the world, all the disasters. They will live. I love collecting novels that just hurt my soul. Get a cat, they'll play with it and eat it at some point. Ew! Ew! Let my cat hunt them for fun. I think they will play with them and accidentally kill them and then be like... Jetson's like this. He loves chasing flies. He will jump up and down all around the house to chase the fly. But then when he accidentally swats it and it falls on the floor, he stares at it and then he uses his paw to kind of like do a little toot toot, like kind of like push the fly a little bit. Like, why is it not moving? And then he just sits there very sad, like, oh, the fly is not moving anymore. Oh, so cute. And then he just looks at me really sadly, and I'm just like, brr, it's dead. You killed it. But they don't understand the concept of death, right? Unless you teach them, right? At least not my house cat. He doesn't understand. So he's just like, why it not moving? Yeah, I ain't feeding my cat any damn roaches too. My cats always do that and then just leave a dead cockroach on the floor, bruh. Hey Siri, where can I buy a fly costume game with ass? But yeah. So that's the thing, I guess. Why you no move? Yeah, he's like looking at the fly like it stopped moving. So cute. But yes, thank you for sending this in. Hope there's no more cockroaches no more. The scariest thing is when they lay eggs. You just don't want them to lay eggs around your house. And then alright, next one. We have Kavvaii story. Kavvaii. My beautiful little guard. Okay. In my experience, when I was in high school, I was sleeping at that night with the prone position, but suddenly I felt like something coming out from my back. The sensation is like your skin is being pulled away from you without the slightest pain. But I know that something happened. I was looking at my door half asleep. I see a girl with a white dress and black long hair flying over there. She looks so beautiful. If you don't know, she looks like kuntilanak, ghost from Indonesia. But this one is a little girl. With a sad face, she said, "It's time to say goodbye to me." I don't know why, but I suddenly said, "Please don't go." I repeated many times until I realized, who the hell is she? So I tried to move my body and I could see her more clearly, but I can't move. It feels like somebody's sitting on top of me and hold my head from moving so I can't see her clearly. I was so scared at the time and tried to move my body many times, but it was useless. So I take a deep breath and I said, "Yeah, you can go." And suddenly I feel like I'm alone in my room. I can move my body after that. So because I'm scared, I play a game until morning and telling about it to my parents that morning. My parents immediately took me to someone's place like a fortune teller. The fortune teller says that it is my guardian, so there's nothing to worry about. But damn, I hope I can meet her one more time. She's so beautiful. Get my ass, simp! Simp. How to sleep with a runny nose, sleep with your mouth open. Yep, words from a true person with sinusitis. It's time to say goodbye, she said. Oh, that's so scary. She's so beautiful, what can I do, simp? But you couldn't see her clearly, that's so scary. Brr. Is sleeping with mouth open will help you snore? Actually, a lot of things can help you snore. I think the biggest reason is if your windpipes are blocked or something from your chest. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, you can only breathe from your mouth. So the best way is to fall asleep with your mouth open. Not like all the way. Just like a little bit. Like leave it open, like a little gap. So you can just breathe from it. Beautiful little guardian. Guardian angel. Dang. Little girl. Thank you for sending that in. Another one from Gaddafi, whose voice it was. It is a story when I was in primary school. You know, my parents is a clothing dealer. When I was a child, my parents buy the clothes to be sold in Bukit Tinggi, one of the biggest city in West Sumatra. This will take 2 nights and 1 day to go and back home. Sometimes it's 2 nights and 2 days. That time my father goes to Bukit Tinggi alone, so I was in my house with my little brother, big brother, and my mother. That's on sunset time. Me and my little brother is waiting for our father's home, for our father to come home. He should be home tonight, or maybe it's dawn. I was playing with my little brother and my mother, she does the kitchen business. I don't remember about my big brother. Maybe he's playing at his friend's home at the time. I played with my little brother and ended up with me making him cry because of a joke. My mom just said, "Hey, don't fight," from the kitchen. In the middle of his crying, we heard our father's voice from outside. He said, "Assalamualaikum Dafi, Habib." My brother immediately ran outside to complain about me to my father. I was so afraid that he'd tell something wrong to my father, so I ran to my dad too. But when we're on the outside, there's no one there. We looked around but no dad. We ran scared to my mother's place and my father finally came home at dawn. And I wonder whose voice it was. I hope you can understand my story because my English is not good. Your English is really good. That is so spooky. That is so spooky. They even called your name? He even called your name? If he was just like, "Hello," that would be fine. But he was like, "Hello, Dafi, Habib," bro. A mimic. Yeah. That is so scary. What did your mom say? In Malaysia a few years back, it's the same case of ghost knocking. Brr. They would say, "Assalamualaikum." Really, my father's voice, he's calling us. Bruh, that is so scary. Kawai. The mimic's growth population is exploding, it seems. I mean, in America, in Mexico, there's a thing. There's a huge thing with mimics. But I didn't think that we would have it here as well. For what Chinese believe that if something called your name is to lure them out, so at least not too deep. Or in Chinese culture, you have 3 flames on your forehead and on your shoulders. So if somebody calls your name in the dark, or somebody calls your name at night and make you turn your head, for example, if you turn to your left side, then your left side flame gets distinguished. And those flames keep those things away from you, something like that. Fairies, they love to pull pranks on people. They usually don't say that from what I hear. Yeah, they are getting really ballsy, huh? My mom said maybe it's an angel trying to stop our fight. Bro! I said about that in my horror story submission. Yes, what? It's scary when they know your name. It's scary when they say hello, but then they say your name, and then later you realize, wait, it's not a person I was thinking about. Thank you for sending this in. Scary. Rhea Ageha. She's a Indonesian VTuber. Empty desk. Bangku kosong. This was a very famous story in Indonesia who has been adapted to a movie with the same title. A lot of my family member went to this highly prestigious girls' only school in the city. Around year 80 to 90, there's this story about a certain girl who died in an accident. This girl were known as meek and quiet girl. One day she forgot to bring her math homework, and the teacher for that subject is very strict. She was punished to go home and bring her homework back to school. She was shocked and devastated, and she got into a traffic accident when she went home and died at the time. For some times after that, her ghost often came into school looking for that teacher saying, "I'm sorry, here's my homework." Sounds of crying are often heard, and she also wrote her story in public blackboard with blood. Because her friends pity her and per advice of the shaman and the priest back then, the students and the teacher decided to let her desk in the class remain. The situation got much more peaceful after that. Since then, the tradition of one empty desk or chair in a classroom persists until my time. Sometimes teachers would see one extra student when doing a head count. Malpossessions also very frequently occurred. Students suddenly got a very heavy change in their personality or suddenly got very quiet. It is said that if you try to remove the desk or chair, the ghost will start to get violent or possessing more prominently. Guess that's what you get when your school building is around 150 years old Dutch colonial era building. Haha. There's a lot more ghost stories in my alma mater, but this is the most famous one. Please send all of them. Thank you for reading it. Sorry, my English is not that good. Your English is amazing, Rhea. Thank you for sending this in. Please let us know all of the ghost stories. Thank you, Kadafi, as well, for sending this in. Bring the Asuna figurine to school and see if it moves. Got a similar experience. Young girls, but I let them go, bruh. This teacher's so strict, she's so scared even after death, bruh. Those know your name, actually. They follow you everywhere. Each human have their own jinn called Karin that always stays with you. Probably something to communicate with other jinn, bro. Is this what people call a guardian angel, you know? To be honest, the teacher's an idiot to do that to a student. I think it's not... It doesn't make sense for the student to miss school, miss even more classes to go home and take the homework to come back. What are you trying to do? Hinder the student from studying even more? But it's okay to forget to bring your homework. In school we had what's it called? The merit system, where every year you started with 100 marks. And then if you forget your homework, you get -1 mark. You forget your textbook, you -1 mark. And then the harsher the punishment, the lower your number. So if you forget to bring so for example, if you fight with a student, they just go -50 marks or something, bro. And if you get 0, you get kicked out of school. So yeah. This is just like, bro, really? Just come on. You send your student back and then they get into a car accident, bro. Merits, yeah. And then you just go say that class is thumbs before, or that's a building from a Dutch era. They didn't follow me questioning my browser history, bruh. I guess old schools be like this, like be having all these scary stories. 150 years old Dutch colonial era building. Whoa, 150 years old. Shush. Thank you for sending this in, Rhea. Next story. Each human have a guardian angel. It's just created that way, probably for our tests. Angels were light genius from smoke or fire. Ones with tombs and stuff, pretty class. A lot of schools were built on top of cemeteries or near cemeteries. Well, because probably the school came first, and then the school was used to harbor patients from the war, and then because people die, they just bring it to the back and bury them, hence the cemetery, something like that. I suddenly fall asleep in the middle of training, trying my best to keep it up, and we get rewarded back in high school with free lunches. Ooh, yeah, scary stuff. Next story. R54. Thank you, R54, for sending this in. B2. Ian, B to the power of 2. BM, B kuasa 2. Okay. Excuse me, let's drink some water first. You're probably confused with the title. I don't blame you. It is what some of us call the penanggal. This time is a short one, but not too scary in my opinion. Story goes, it was during my state-level police cadets camp. It was night 2. Most just finished with their self-care and about to go to their camps and sleep. Some of us, our district, haven't done so we decided to go in a group. When we were done and almost reached our camps, we heard a scream, followed by crying on the girls' campsite. Given most of us know the reason, someone forgotten if it was from our district or other informed the sentry, officer on duty. We had actual police officers with us, and they went to deal with it after telling us to go to sleep. Some of us discussed on what she would be given to deal with it, and some just decided to ignore it. It's as if a normal occurrence when you're close to the woods. As they were chatting, I heard a giggle from the distance. Not just any giggle, it was like a menacing, evil-like giggle. Then a while later, the same voice lets out a screech. At the time, I thought it was weird, but it didn't bother me a bit. We were just tired and we wanted to sleep. The next day, as we woke up and do self-care, one of my friends decided to tell us this. You know, last night, as we go to sleep, that thing came to our campsite. At first, it went to your another friend's camp, and then it goes in front of his another one before going away. And what I know now, if you hear them in a distance, they're most likely close to you. Same thing, different name. Balan. Too tired to even be scared. Kurumi, when the beautiful angel is time to tell my little brother at morning. He's looking at a big black guy standing up in front of him that made him scared at night. Oh, bruh. I hope he's okay. My main focus was this. When you said this, I just thought of Korean skincare. Like, oh, I like it. You take care of your skin. Everybody gotta take care of their skin. The younger you take care of your skin consistently, the sooner you will thank yourself. So yes. Just as all your friends are growing old, right? And they're aging, right? They're gonna look at you and be like, damn girl, what you do? Or damn boy, what you do with your skin? Drop that skincare, you know? Because your skin be looking tight. So yes, you'll thank me in the future. Take care of your skin. But yeah, that's scary. If you hear them in a distance, they're most likely close to you. Heard a scream followed by crying from the girls' campsite. They say if we sleep more than 12 hours a day, our skin will be smooth like baby. Actually, yes, lots of sleep and lots of hydration. Your skin will be beautiful, trust me, trust. Usually people get a lot of acne because they don't sleep enough. So yeah, sleep enough. Dang, this is scary. Thank you for sending this in. R54. What a name. Next one, Mobilis. Thank you, Mobilis, for sending this in. Title of story, The Silver Cart. Oh. Deep into the night, I woke up to a strange melody of a sing-song tune that broke the contemporary silence. The innocent voice of a child, singing, humming, along a tune with the strangest lyrics I've ever heard. One silver cart hikes up a cliff. One silver cart hikes 2 rosy hills. One silver cart crosses 2 black caves. One silver cart possesses 2 dark lakes. One silver cart runs along a plain so big. One silver cart through reeds of brown, it dances a jig. The silver cart now red with glee. I wonder who the next will be. Over and over again, the song now embedded into my mind did nothing but add to my concern. I tried to brush it off, and then headed to sleep. I woke up in horror to find a mangled corpse of a young woman in front of my doorstep, the head butchered and split across. Then it came to me. chin, lips, nose, eyes, forehead, hair. 1 silver cart. Wait, what? My brain lagging. Okay, 1 silver cart hikes up a cliff. That means the chin. 1 silver cart hikes 2 rosy hills. The lips. 1 silver cart crosses 2 black caves. The nose. 1 silver cart runs along a plain so big. Eh? No. 1 silver cart passes 2 dark lakes. That's the eyes. 1 silver cart runs along a plain so big. The forehead. 1 silver cart through reeds of brown. It dances a jig. Hair. It was a knife. The head butchered and split across. So it was splitting from bottom up. From the chin to the lips, to the nose, to the eyes, to the forehead, and to the hair. Yeah, this is so artistic. I like it. 1 silver cart. Okay, but who the child? Who this child? We got a serial killer on the loose. This kid upgraded from animals to a human, a young woman. Jesus. This is very good. Sounds like a spell. Wingardium Leviosa. This is good, right? Hey now, Gaddafi. This one's nice. Thank you, Mobilis, for sending this in. Straight up Stephen King here. Let's go. Get my ass. Another one from Mobilis. Title of story. Strong enough? We had a lake in front of our school that would freeze over every winter. My friend Jack asked some guys if the ice was thick enough to stand last year. He's been bullied around a lot and nobody cared to respond. I stepped up out of spite. No, still too thin. You'll fall right through if you got on it around this time of the year. He smiled and thanked me. That evening, the local police found his solid frozen body down at the lake. I asked around for some information, but no one seemed to know why. Weird. Swear I told him you fall right through at this time of the year. Oh no, he knew and he did it because he wanted that to happen. That's dark. That's really dark. Sounds like a song lyric. Yeah, I thought it was like a poem. But I guess it was. He smiled and thanked me, you know what I'm saying? Because he was bullied around a lot. No one cared to respond. Aww. No, that's so sad. It's a bitter story. Thank you for sending this in. Daddy. Let's read one more after this and leave it at 20. We'll read the rest in our next one. Daddy for Timus. Thank you for sending this in. Title of the story. The Chasing Pocong. I read popcorn. I don't know why. The Chasing Pocong of the Dark Window. As a kid, our parents told us not to go out of the house after sundown. Mostly concerned to our safety, they never let us go outside. But this particular night, the rebellious me went outside of the house at around 7 to 8 p.m. Just in front of it to play and run around. That's when I realized the neighbors across are out on a vacation, and they had left the house completely empty and without lights. I took a glance on their house's front window, and there I saw it. I saw a white-robed figure. I can still remember to this day that he had bright red eyes and half-burned face. I tried to ignore it, took my glance off the window, and focused my eyes mainly on the road and my own house. But when I turned around, he was there, standing about 5 meters in front of me, looking at me. I immediately bolted back to my own house, tried to hide from it. But to my surprise, when I turned the corner at the hallway, he was there. I fell because I was shocked. and he was right in front of my face. Not even a quarter meter, stared me right into my eyes. I immediately stood back up and ran back to my room. I hid my own face under the pillow and cried it off. When I calmed down a bit, I tried to take a peek around my room, but unfortunately he was still there. I could see his legs, and I didn't dare to look anymore, so I go back to hide my face under the pillow. I cried myself to sleep that night. Is this a true story? Is this a true story? You know what? I think I would have freaked out if it said, I immediately stood back up and ran back to my room, hid my own face under the pillow and cried it off. But when I calmed down a bit and opened my eyes, it was not a pillow. It was the head of the bottle. Or like, it was the body of the bottle. Because technically they look kind of similar, right? Yeah, watch out. Maybe your pillow is not gonna be your pillow tonight. Dun, 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 dun. 怖いな。怖いな。But yeah, I wonder if this is a true story. I heard that pocong's liver would be so bad, it's like poison. I don't remember. I'm sure it smells like rotten flesh, right? Surely it smells like decomposing body. Isn't that what it's supposed to be? Aren't they supposed to be buried and just decompose? Isn't that what it is? Clutches my plushie tightly. Oh, I got 2 body pillows that's shaped like the you're dakimakura. You better watch out. You better make sure it's your waifu. I wanted to buy a waifu body pillow, changed my mind. Pocong dakimakura. How would a decomposing body smell like? I wouldn't know, but I read that if a body is decomposing, you would recognize the smell immediately. That's what the police would say. Like if you walk into a house and you smell it, you would know immediately that it is a rotting flesh. Or something like that. Don't want to know? Shush! Kuru dakimakura, you better make sure it's a dakimakura. Oh, if a voice came out of it? Brr. Yeah. Thank you for sending this in. Please let us know in the comments, Daddy, if this is like a true story. It sounds spooky. Alright. Last story. I need to go pee after this. I'm sorry. Have a idle meeting. It has a very unique scent. Dying rat or dead rat, but worse. I never smelled a dead rat before. Is this ma? You're just sleeping in the middle of the night and then your pillow goes ma? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Alright, last one is from Mobilis. We have 20 more responses. So if you guys want another fun, longer stream, I guess you guys can put in more. But if not, then our next one would only have 20 responses. And that might be our last one, actually. Last horror storytelling stream? Question mark? Yeah, this is today's last. Bulan puasa tak ada hantu. Oh, really? It's like that? During Ramadan, there's no ghosts? That may be a repeat. This is a repeat. Okay. We'll read one more. Last one. It's okay. Limar, let's go. Title of the story: My First Radio. Let's see. Okay. Bought a radio from a shop after saving up. Last time, this was the only thing I can listen to. I can listen with my own music. Felt really accomplished. I was able to purchase a radio for my own. The radio is about 200 ringgit. It has detachable speaker left and right and a CD reader. Happily test out at my room, however, I was too tired, I ended up falling asleep. At late midnight 1 a.m., there was an unbearable sound created by the radio. Static sounding as if you constantly change the radio signals. It was really loud to the point where I tried to switch it off, but to no results. Even by pressing the off button, after a few failed attempts, I desperately seek my parents to help to shut the noisy radio. In my surprise, the radio was dead silent. Parents mentioned that I might be dreaming, but the radio was tempered by me. So it's the only proof that I'm not imagining things. Of course, it's already late at night, so I would just leave it be for the night. The next morning, I was puzzled by what was the cause of that unimaginable static sound. Regardless, was eager to test the radio. What questioned that night experience, I noticed that the static sound that the radio picked up was not even plugged in. The radio was thrown less than 24 hours of purchase, bro. There goes 200 ringgit. It was not even plugged in. Bruh. They said that all of Jin and Demon in prison in Ramadan so we can do all of the good things. This is an SCP. It mostly smell like that. When I usually play games late at night, it causes me to feel really sleepy. Flowery scents. Yeah. Oh boy, the amount of fan arts I retweeted if that's true. Brr. Cursed object. What is SCP? Spooky. Spooky. Crazy. Poopy. Oh, secure, contain, protect. I know it's a game, and I know they have creepypastas. Yeah. Is this one of it? Contains... Oh, an affiliation of people who contains cursed objects. All top-ranking Satan or demons captured by the angel for the believer to perform religious duty by fasting for God. It's not a game, it's like a modern legend. So it's like an urban legend. Oof, but that's 200 ringgit, bruh. Guys, donate so she gets it back and gets an actual good radio. Who uses radio these days? Pay for her Spotify. But yeah, thank you for sending this in, Limar. Thank you. That was our last story. Don't know if this is SPCP, never heard of it. Making sort of monsters in a facility. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like about creepy creatures, right? Yeah. Oh, chatception. Actually, I should make the chat box bigger. But... because it's a bit hard to see. Yaudala? Where's my chat box? Okay. Worth more than 200. I'd say she got a bargain from it. Oh yeah. Still have an AM FM radio running on batteries in case of disasters or emergency here. Oh, that is so good. We still have our radio, but it needs to be plugged in. It has a cassette player and a CD player in one still, and it works. Kurumama uses it every morning. Kurumama turns on the radio every morning. Yeah. Thank you for sending this in. I will delete. Okay. Now we have 19 entries. Oh, 18, sorry. The next one will be Lutzi's. It's a long one, so yeah, stay tuned. I guess you guys can send in longer ones, just not ridiculously long where we would sit here forever reading it. Do you know what I mean? Why it only costs 200 bucks. They were trying to get it out of their hands. Cassettes, yeah, nostalgia radio. Read up SCP-610, The Flesh That Hates. Really good one about. Send it in. I actually want to read SCPs, but I don't want to go look for them. So if you guys can submit them, it's okay if they're copypastas. Just try not to post the ones that are like, you know, there are rankings, and the top 3 ones usually get reposted so many times. We probably read it here before. Yes. Let me move my chat box over. I'm sleepy. Let me see if there's any donations. That's it. Okay. Did you guys enjoy today's scary? Guys, send her the staircase. Yes. Thank you for sending that story in, Limar. Next time I will post it. Ikuza! 1 second. Oh, I caught that one. Thank you, Tan Siu Chi, for 3 ringgit through super chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Feel free to write messages, you guys. The living room is quite scary. It's been so long that I haven't heard horror storytelling. Yes, I love these. These horror stories, like, sometimes make me think harder, or like they just make me realize, wow. You think you had it bad, you think you experienced some things, but some people experience it much worse. Yeah. Kurumi, when will you do horror story stream again? I have other chatting streams coming up, so this one I'll give you guys time. You can go look for horror stories to submit. Maybe not for a couple of weeks, actually. Yeah, not for a while. So go ahead, send in more. The form will always be open, always. It will stay open, so you guys can send a lot of stories. Yeah, don't hold back. If it's spoopy, send it. Just make sure you don't always send the troll ones, because I do have to go through and delete them. I try not to read everything, but if I see something that's like brr, then I'm like delete. Like yesterday, brr, there were some really ridiculous ones. Okay. We have a Black Day mukbang coming up, so probably not for a while. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed it, makes me really happy because I love this series. Scary stuff. Yes. Thank you, Warehouse Rat. Okay. I'm gonna take attendance and read my memberships. Tomorrow I have a collab. Where is it? Yeah, with Videon Kisei. Tomorrow's stream is at 9 p.m. here on my channel. It's a collab with Videon Kisei from My Holo TV. We're going to be playing Grounded Duo. So if you're scared of insects, please be aware, because this game is about a person shrinking so small that the spider is like 5 times bigger than a person. Yeah. And we'll be screaming bloody murder. Hopefully he will scream bloody murder. Yes. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. GMT plus 8. Yes. Or 10 p.m. in 10 p.m. in Korea or in Japan, and it will be 8 p.m. in certain parts of Indonesia and Thailand. Yeah. There are no cockroaches in Grounded. I don't hope for it to happen. Hi. Alright. If you are still here, say spoopy. I will read membership. Alright, here's a list of my jet setters. Thank you for being my jet setter and flying with me. Thank you. Thank you Arutama Yurina. Thank you Ami. Thank you Wanyi. Thank you Majai. Thank you Arjun. Thank you June. Thank you Chef Sam. Thank you Sotong K. Thank you Shmal. Thank you Penang Guy. Thank you Fuel Station Portable. Thank you Akun. Thank you 5C. Thank you Ariel. Thank you Peace 88. Thank you Niha. Thank you Jung Chao. Thank you Alia. Thank you Izu. Thank you Kazuki. Thank you Birth of a Star. Thank you Teddy Kambosa. Thank you Fansa. Thank you to Agor. Thank you Madan. Thank you Kiru. Thank you Lucy. Thank you Kazami Ray. Thank you Lord Zeo. Thank you Zero, thank you Anep, thank you Huzi, thank you Cloud, thank you Shrimp, thank you Jusagi, thank you Raksasa Kirby, thank you Perpy, thank you Dini, thank you Caramel Choco Mint, thank you Project Kavvaii, thank you Anna Bandit, thank you Cerberus, thank you Timothy, thank you Urkus, thank you Sakuta, thank you Dr. Hans, thank you excuse me, thank you Pache Nasi Lemak, thank you Akuji, thank you KWJ, thank you Tok Yup, Moon Knight, thank you Miguel, thank you PB081135, thank you Gojo Satoru, thank you Oja, thank you General Nick, thank you Alman, thank you Yumbuki, thank you Velocity, thank you Andy, thank you Isaias Hub, thank you Sungi, thank you Demong, thank you Matsuo Akira Uwu, thank you Geronimo, thank you MIF, thank you Kokoa, thank you Rail, thank you Future Miku95, thank you Minoru Itokun, thank you Faris Ritz, thank you Cabbage, thank you Reynaldi, thank you Koachok, thank you Prince, thank you Hojo Haim, thank you Manuel Graciani, thank you AD, thank you Han Austin, and thank you Saya Opa for being my member. And renewing this month, thank you. The stream really rustled my jimmies. Thanks, Kurumi. It's honestly my pleasure, and I'm also really spooked out. Alright, let's see who's still here. Okay. We have Ren Kasumi returns back. Hi, welcome back. We have Fanset, we have Gaddafi, we have Blaze, we have Paimon, we have Ami, we have Madan, we have Zakal, we have the Agur, we have Alia, we have Jelly, we have Minoru Itokan, we have Damon, we have Yosia, we have I Am Ri, we have James Chu, my chat refreshed. We have Warehouse Rat, we have Obito, we have Miku, we have Limar, we have Andy, we have Ami the Second, we have Cloud, we have Wanyi, we have Savior, we have the Monk, Cockroaches too OP, not allowed, not allowed. You can't even kill them. We have Arutama, Snoopy, I mean Spoopy, I love Snoopy. We have Super Swan. We have Blaze 101, we have Project Kavvaii, thank you, yes, thank you. Savior, Kurumi, don't forget to double check your pillows before going to sleep. You better make sure it's your pillow. We have the fanciest fancy. Ah, cute. Mama. We have Sakurazawa, we have Paimon. I will put my waiting room up for tomorrow's stream after I end this stream. Yes. So you guys can come back in about an hour's time to look for the waiting room, but honestly just go to sleep, come back tomorrow. It's another fun, spooky, scary stream. Wait, I sleep with 2 pillows tonight? One of them might not be a pillow, or 2 of them might not be a pillow. Thank you, firstly, thank you. Otsukaresama deshita minna. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, it is free, and comment your reviews on these 2 movies, Gonjiam and also The Jungle, if you guys do watch it. Yes, and also if you want to give more explanations to your stories in the comments down below, feel free to. A lot of people have done that in the past videos, and I appreciate them. Yes, so if you want to give more explanation, more backstory, just leave it in the comments. Yes, and once again, the form will be open, so anytime you want, send in your horror stories. English only. Yes, otsukaresama deshita minna. Salute to the mods, and sleep well. Have a wonderful night, and have a happy Sunday tomorrow. I'll see you guys here for my collab. Good night. otsukaresama deshita. 수고하셨습니다, 여러분. Bye. 안녕.